Hold on, I think we live, man. I think we live. Buck, we live.
We live, it.
All right, it's another one, man. It says the video has no sound. Okay, that might have just been my jinky ass phone. Okay, all right, but we here, man. We here. It's another one. It's another Men's Health Summit, man. I could have swore I told everybody to turn their media down, and it's always one. It's always I said turn the media.
Who did it? Michael Tito.
It's the new guy. It's the new guy. Go ahead and fade this in, man. We live, man. It's another Men's Health Summit, man. Y'all see we here, man. We had a couple cancellations at the last minute, but we rather people be safe than sorry. We had our boy Donald Forrest. He was coming in from out of town and he was running a little late, so he just said he couldn't make it. And then our boy Earl Malden, he couldn't get off work, but we here anyway, man, and we're gonna have a good time, man. It is the May 2022 version of the Men's Health Summit, man. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. Thank you to our sponsors, TNT Health. The owner of TNT Health, Mike DeMarzo, will actually be calling in at 12:30, and he's gonna talk to us a little bit about what they got going on down there and a little bit about men's and women's health, physical and mental. All right. So y'all see, we got a couple familiar faces, and we got a new face in the building, man. We got a couple new faces. So first, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna let y'all introduce. First, we're gonna start with our man Buck. He behind the scenes, man. Buck, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people? I know where I be every day, all day.
Every day, all day.
I'm always here.
All right.
Timbuktu. From Timbuktu Tuesday here on Redline Radio.
When it's Timbuktu Tuesdays, man, shout it out.
It's on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, 6 to 8.
What time?
6 to 8.
6 to 8, man.
6 to
Every
8.
Tuesday, 6 to 8. Dub in the building, man, like a tampon in this bitch.
Dubbington.
All right, next. Who we got over here, man?
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This is my second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time.
He's just always in this bitch.
I'll be in here. Yo, man, I'm just happy we doing this again, man. Like,
Yeah, we missed you on the last one, man. You was out of town,
I was out of town,
kicking people on the side of the head.
Still doing the wrestling thing and whatnot. Hey, man,
What's up?
we got a new sponsor for the show.
We got a new sponsor?
Yeah.
We gotta talk about that, man.
UFC Gym, bro. Right here in Middleburg Heights.
There we go. Y'all heard it. Y'all hear it live, man. Y'all hear it live. Men's Health Summit, man. The UFC Gym, man. New sponsor, man. That's what's up.
Hey, man, y'all come in and get a free one-on-one. Like,
I've been waiting to fight your motherfucking ass.
do it.
Anyway.
Let's do
I've
it.
been waiting to fight your motherfucking ass. So it's going down. For the free, too?
Come on,
For
Cleveland.
the free?
Come on, Cleveland. You gonna walk over.
Next to Josh, we got...
What's up, y'all? It's Rich here.
He been kicking it all weekend, so his voice a little hoarse and everything. He stood right outside the door and called us, and we didn't hear nothing he said. There was 3 of us sitting here. He was right outside the door screaming, "Hey, anybody?" And we didn't hear shit.
I went back outside, called him like, "Hey, man, where you at?" How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're so telling people a little bit about yourself before we continue.
Well, I mean, I've been around the world. I'm just playing. I've been around Cleveland everywhere. A lot of people know me from.
Hey, the different parts of Cleveland be like different parts of the world. So shit,
It's the whole world out here for real. We all different people.
Okay. But personally, like your father, you're a carpenter, right?
Pretty much I do whatever.
Okay.
I'm a jack of all trades, man.
Okay, there we go. All right, what up, Lisa? All right, and next to Rich, we got
Brandon, what's going on, Lex?
Brandon.
Last time I was here,
Brandon.
we did this before, and I sat here for a few minutes.
I would say, Brandon he was on my show. He wasn't on the Men's Health Summit. He was on the Lex Vegas show, and Brandon was pre-gaming. We're gonna call it that. And Brandon pre-gamed a little too hard. So I bring Brandon on camera, and I say, "Tell the people about yourself." He's like what? He was over there gone. He got it back. He got it back though. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, Brandon. Now that you're cognitive,
Right. Owner promoter of Mega Championship Wrestling. Yeah.
shout out to Mega. Shout out to Trax. Shout out to the boy Big Mo. Shout out to who y'all got over here? Because y'all got a nice little roster over there, man.
And we said it beforehand. They got a gang.
They got a gang over there. Shout out to the boy Kalam. Shout out to they don't call her Angel Dust no more. Nikki. Zoe.
Sky.
Who else you got over there, man? Y'all got, shout out to Bushy. You know what I'm saying?
Paxton.
Shout out to Jackson Stone. Shout out to Paxton.
Shogun.
The Shogun. You got a new champion, man. It's one of your homegrowns too, man. Ashton Day, man. I saw that, man. That's one of your
You know
own.
what?
He just beat Trey Miguel. Man, that's a
Dude,
big deal. That's a big
I was
deal.
watching that match because I have it, like the unedited version. And like there's times in that match, I'm like, I don't even know which one of these dudes is actually signed. You know what I mean? Like, here's
That's
the thing: is
what's up.
people
Hey,
sleep on
he's
us, man.
clean,
I'm
man.
telling you, like,
Right.
I
So
have some of the
When's
best.
the next mega event? So
Oh,
they can't
man.
sleep on it. We about to
Okay,
shout out
check
live.
it out. We have at the the Rubber Ducks in Akron,
Rubber Ducks in Akron. When is
June
that?
2nd.
June 2nd.
Yeah, we're there for their pro wrestling night.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, after the game, we're going to be putting on a little show. And actually, I brought I don't know if you guys have seen them a few times on shows. Like, we just been bringing them in for the past year. TIM, the Infinite Man.
Okay. Yeah.
Him and Ashton Day.
Okay.
See, because
Oh.
let me say this quick
Oh.
little story. Ashton sends me a promo, right? Cutting bread on the title. I have no problem with that. But then I hear, I was like, oh, that's what we want to do with the title. So I was like, all right, you know what? You know, people were actually, and this is a legit 100% true story, were messaging me talking about, well, what are you going to do about that? Because that's disrespectful to your title. And I was like, you know what? If Ashton is so hungry, June 2nd, he gets to wrestle TIM.
Yeah.
See, I'm a
Alright.
big dude. Man. That's
June-
a big dude.
June 3rd, we're at Colossal Con in Sandusky.
Okay.
I will be there.
All right.
I might show up
And,
dressed as Barney.
I don't want, usually we wrestle in cosplay for that show. No, I don't want Ashton to be in cosplay. I want Ashton to be Ashton because
Yeah,
I want a hungry Ashton since he was so hungry to cut that breadstick on, you know.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be wrestling, and you have to look at this young talented wrestler, Kid Bandit.
Yo,
Kid Bandit.
that boy's sick.
They're gonna
What
be
up,
on the show.
Amanda?
So like,
See, I got a lot of things going on.
yeah. Then the very next day, we're in Sandusky.
What's up, Amanda?
Also at the Rockin' Horse Saloon.
Amanda did my photo shoot yesterday, man. We're gonna be displaying some of them photos, man. She caught the good side of Mr. AKA, man. Come on, man. I mean, it ain't no bad side, but I mean, she was doing her thing, you know. But to get into, you know, I'm still talking my shit. But to get into a couple of things. So first off, I wanted to ask everybody's opinion on this. As far as I know, everybody except Tim has children as a father.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So, but Tim, you can chime in on this too, because it goes with family too.
I'm legally a
Is
father.
anybody? Well, so there we go. Is anybody up on this Chris Paul situation? He was playing in a game in Dallas, and a young kid, or we'll say the kid was like 19, Caucasian guy, started to harass Chris Paul's mother, his wife, and his kids during the game. Chris Paul leaves, literally walks off the court, walks into the stands, and confronts this kid. And they ended up putting the kid out. And I guess he was yelling some racial slurs and everything. And at that point, in my mind, I'm looking at, where do you draw the line between a protector and a provider? Because, not saying that Chris Paul has enough money where, okay, if he gets suspended for a game or two, whatever, he can get by. But let's just say he flips out on somebody and they kick him out and he can't. So now you're not making money. So where do you draw the line between that? Where do you draw the line between, I got to protect my family, but also protecting my family means protecting my pockets?
Money's replaceable, bro.
Yeah.
Money's
You
replaceable.
can get another job somewhere else, is what I look at. So, my girls, my family is my reason to live and die up in this mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way. So, I mean, I saw a clip of the situation. I didn't get the full story, but I mean,
But on the now, let me ask you this. Now, and I'm with you on that. But how do we feel about this? So this may be the Phoenix Suns' best chance in winning the championship. Now you go up there and you get into an altercation and they kick you out the game and you just cost the city, the team, yourself the opportunity to win that championship. Now where do we stand on it?
I don't give a fuck.
I get it. I'm just saying, I'm not mad at any answer, but I'm just saying, you see how deep it is. It's not just me saying, okay, don't fuck with my people and blah. I'm gonna do what I do. Like you really, when you in a position like that, you got like the whole way up there from me leaving the court to the time I get to you. This all is playing in my head. About me. To me, it is.
Scratch
so let me
that
ask
game.
you this: if I had all that time, where was security at to handle
that's
that
the main
beforehand?
question.
So
They wasn't there.
Why weren't they? Have you
I
ever
don't
been
know.
to a basketball game?
I know, but I'm saying they wasn't, for whatever reason, they wasn't there. So now you gotta take matters into your own hands.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, where do you stand with that?
That's
Like,
why I say fuck the city, because security should have been there.
we had a situation. Buck knows about this all too well. When we on my show, when we were doing the comedy verses, one of my homeboys was here. He got a little, he pre-gamed a little too hard.
Sounds like a trend.
To where he right. That's what happens on the Lex Vegas show. I mean, hey. But what I'm saying is, and he got to a point where he couldn't sit still, and he was kind of fucking shit up. Now in my head, I'm like, okay, I want to get up and smash this dude. But also in my head, I'm like, okay, if I fucking get up and I put my hands on this dude, it's about to fuck up everything that we've been working for. Nobody's gonna want to do this anymore. I'm bringing people in to compete that some of them didn't know me at all. You know, and besides me talking to them. So if I get up, now you see me body slamming motherfuckers, and you like, this what I'm walking into? So now you got to sit there and think like, okay, if I make this move, where's it going to land me? And especially as a man, as soon as Chris Paul took, that's when security came. When they saw him walking off the court and going up there, oh, now it's real. We'll let them fuck around with your family, your wife, your kids, whatever. But until you get ready to do something, we just gonna see how this play out. Oh, now you about to do something, we need to step in. So where does that leave you as a man?
That's
now somebody fucking with your kids while you trying to work.
I don't give a fuck. I'm stopping. I'm leaving. Those are my kids.
I
don't care about anybody. Look, the king. I am the king of that castle. And if I am not there to protect it, or if I do not back that castle up, what the hell do I got a castle for? What the fuck am I a king for? Yeah. Why do I even have kids? Why do I have a woman? Why do I even call family? Why? Yeah. Why? Fuck everybody else. Even though I gotta provide, even if it does fuck up my providing, nigga, I'm a man. I'll go get something else.
Listen, like it hit you a little hard, man. I'm just saying, a little steamy over there, man. You are amongst friends. I promise you are amongst friends.
I'm with Chris Paul all the way.
I'm with him too.
All the way.
I'm with him too. I'm just thinking like, but you got to think like how, like if Chris Paul would have went up there and literally put his hands on his kid.
I would have. If I got there.
I'm saying if you'd have got there, I'm saying. But now you're thinking about the ramifications of what he does.
I'll be back, kids.
Fluff and Peggy.
I'll be back. What up, Peggy? I'll be back. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you know, I was literally watching, I want to say it was Charles Barkley or somebody, and said, this may be Phoenix's best chance to win a championship. Which I understand.
Bump all that, man.
Keep talking about the championship.
It's easy to say that when you're not a part of it. When it doesn't directly affect you. It's very easy to say. It's very easy to say, but you got to understand this is this man's legacy at hand too. I'm not saying that he was wrong. I promise you, I'm not saying he was wrong. But what I'm saying is, this is man. If this man does not win a championship, he goes down with the Iversons, the Barkleys, the Tracy McGrady's, the guys who were great but could never win a championship.
Right there too. Tracy was right there.
It was right there. You know what I'm saying? You was right there, but you never. And a lot of these guys don't want that legacy. But you almost gave it, like, luckily they got into it. They got there before you got there and nothing happened and you're good. But one mistake could change your whole career.
Man,
everything that you did, if Chris, we agree with it because we're fathers, we're black men, we understand. But if Chris Paul would have put his hands on that kid, there are a lot of people that would make him out to be the villain.
So he just went up to him and he checked him, right?
He went up and checked him because by the time he got there, security got there.
So that's
another level.
So and that I'm with y'all too. And even then, like I feel like he knew that all he had to do was go there, like because
What if security wouldn't have got there before he got there?
No, I don't think he would have touched him. I just think he wanted to check him.
He was hot. He was going to do
No,
something.
that's what I'm
Like-
saying. He was
Like,
hot.
wasn't he
Dude.
saying on some like "I'll see you later, I'll
Yeah.
see you later" type of stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see
Yeah,
you
he
later.
was.
Like,
He was literally. He went up there to fight.
yeah.
Luckily, security got there before he did. When he saw the shit and when they were showing the clips, security was nowhere to be found. Is what I'm saying. And so he said, "Fuck it," and I'm going there. And they saw him make a beeline from the court to the fucking stands where the kid was. And by the time he got there, they had already rushed over there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So what happens if he gets there before they do?
I think his teammates would have stopped him though.
No,
Alright.
they were all behind him.
Okay,
Hey, that's
He was leading the charge.
I'm
He
gonna
was
tell you-
going up there first.
This is a personal story. This happened probably like I want to say like 2005ish. I was still wrestling down in Akron, and my daughter's mom was there, and my brother, all that. I was in the ring. I did my match. I was wrestling. I was in the back changing. There was another match that was out there, and I get a report from another wrestler come up like, "Yo, dude in the ring just spit at your family." I didn't stop to get the rest of the. I went straight to the ring.
I get it.
To go
That's
find
the
him.
sign of
I get it.
disrespect, yes.
So forget that show, forget them titles, forget the payday, whatever it is. I'm coming to get you, son.
I understand that. I understand that.
So when you say, "Oh, his teammates would have stopped him," when I turned around, I had like 5 or 6 other wrestlers with me. I didn't even know they followed me.
Right, right. But that's what I'm saying. No, the reason I said that was because when he said like his teammates would have stopped him, his teamates were behind him.
Yeah.
They ready to go for war for whatever. If Brandon say, hey Lex, we about to go out here and handle this. All right. We about to go handle it. I'm gonna get the story later, but that's my man. I know he ain't about to have me going out to no bullshit.
Right.
Okay. If he say some shit, if you say, all right, we got some issue, and we've been in that situation where I've called you and said, look, we got an issue. Meet me at this spot. We about to handle this.
This happened in the mall probably like a month ago. Shout out to AJ Fire. I saw him at the mall, right?
Fuck AJ Fire. Fuck him.
I walk up, I'm like, "Yo, I ain't seen him in the mall. Give him a big hug, whatever." Some weird dude walking back and forth, getting too close to the kids. I turn around, I'm like, "Sir, you good? You got a problem?" AJ like, "Yeah, you got a problem?" Like, automatic.
Because that's the brotherhood of wrestling, though. And I get that. And that's the same thing with your teammates. But what I'm saying is there's always that what if. If security wouldn't have got, because his teammates were not going to stop him. Okay. And you don't know what you would have done. You don't know what he would have done once he reached this kid had he had a free shot at him. Luckily he didn't. And because somebody would have made him the villain. As when you're that's just like when you're in the ring. When I'm in the ring. When you're in the ring and the fans get a little out of pocket, we just supposed to take it. We just supposed to just take it on the chin.
I'll stop that because LeBron didn't take it that one time earlier this season where I guess
And they made LeBron a fucking villain on that shit. But it took LeBron about 2 months to get over that shit. They crucified him at that's my point. That's my whole point that I'm getting at is we're supposed to take it. And if we don't, if we react.
And he didn't even
We're
do
the
nothing. So
bad
told him to
guy.
leave.
I feel like we already are the villain no matter what. So why not play the part, but play it the right way?
But sometimes what is the right way when somebody spit at your family? What's the right way?
By retaliating and hanging.
I can answer this straight up by experience. All right, was working for a company, was a marketing thing, had people out in the field. We was in Brooklyn. My daughter calls me, and you know this. I think we talked about this before because you asked me what had happened. I get a call saying, "Dad, he hit me." Now we are in Brooklyn. I live in Lorain County. I made it from there to there in 15 minutes. I had to grab the people that was like needed to be in the van that I was driving at the time. Grab them. We get out of my house. The van's still running. I shoot up my steps. And I posted the pictures of what happened after the incident. I'm not saying it was me that did it. I'm just saying I separated the two from each other.
Somehow.
So as a father, you said, would I risk it up? Man, I put my whole job online. I stole the work van just to drive home and
I get it.
He was on this
So,
Matt
yeah,
Burns.
family
Matt Barnes.
first.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not defending it. And with me, and you guys know this about me. I'm always looking at the what ifs. I'm always trying to be like 2 steps ahead.
Right.
Like, okay, if I do this, what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen because of that? That's where I am. I'm always like that. I'm not saying that he was wrong because I would have done the same thing. Like without thinking, I've done it. You know, I've done it. Like you can tell me some bullshit, and I'm all right. Well, I'm gonna handle this shit, and then I'm gonna get the details later. And I might have been dead fucking wrong, but it is what it is. I'm going to react the way that I'm gonna react, especially when it's my family, when it's a woman in my life, when it's my kids, whatever. I'm not saying that he was wrong because we all would have probably reacted the same way. But what I'm saying is, it's easier to say, oh, I wouldn't have gave a shit about the championship, or I wouldn't have gave a shit about the team, or I wouldn't have gave a shit about my next contract, because we don't have that. We're not in that situation. I'm in a situation where, like, when people were telling me when Great was acting up on the show, they're like, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I would have body slammed his ass. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Right, but maybe he talked about it with his team, and that's why they was like, all right, let's go. This is what you want to do.
Now, how much we got to talk about? Unless I say, let's go. That's about all we got to talk about.
How long has this been?
No, this was literally happening during the game. This all happened at one time. This all happened at one time. Somebody got word to him that somebody was in the stands harassing his family. He located them, saw the guy all in their face. They said the boy even at one point pushed his mother.
Oh no!
No, seriously,
Oh,
real
no.
shit.
Real shit,
no.
man. Y'all better grab security, because if not, I'm knocking them niggas.
But this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. So there's no time to talk. There's no, hey Josh, what should I do, man? So no, there's
Nah.
you know, that's when fuck it kick in. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, like, all right, we out. And if I'm going, like, and that's just it. You know, but
And
I
that's why
want
the
to talk to
team
you about
riding,
that, because as men, we're so villainized.
Yes.
The second that we react to anything, we're villainized like a motherfucker.
Oh, we got domestic violence from
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna keep it real.
so, and that's what I wanted to say. Like, now, when we talk about men and being villains, how we feel about this whole Meg Thee Stallion thing?
That nigga.
Now it's coming out that she lied about the whole thing.
What?
They had a
doctor report.
Yeah, they had a doctor said that he examined the X-ray of her foot and everything. There's no bullet wound in her foot. All that damage was made by glass.
Wow.
So you went on 2020 and lied about it, cried and everything, but nothing's happening. How in the fuck can you get away with this shit? You just put this man's life on the line.
Right.
You just put this man's life on the line. We was crucifying Tory. Tory was canceled.
His music was still good, though. It was still good.
You know what I'm saying? But Tory was canceled because we thought that he shot a chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you shoot a chick? Like, what the fuck is going on? But she done lied about the whole thing. Now she done come out that she done lied about it. She done disappeared and everything. And now, why shouldn't anything happen to her?
First off, I never canceled Tory, because if he did shoot her in the foot, she probably deserved it. So
Hey, I said the same thing. Hold on, Buck, tell you. I said the same thing on my show. I'm like, Megan a big bitch. That bitch like 6 foot, 8'12".
Right.
She big as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said on that
Silverback
show,
gorilla
I will
looking-
still climb that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait,
What
so can't
movie
you
was
say
that
that?
from where he shot old girl in the foot?
Yes. They
Harlem Night?
Yes.
There we go.
But he had a reason. That was a big bitch. She was whooping his ass too. She was whooping his ass. That was a last resort. He shot her in the goddamn foot. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez is like 4'11". Like, he a little ass dude, and Megan like this tall. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that.
He's like, get out
And
here,
you said the same thing
bitch.
about the whole court case going on with, like, I don't know if y'all know about the whole Johnny Depp.
We talked about that shit too.
Oh,
first
man.
off, bitch, if you take a shit in my bed, you guilty. Okay, you guilty of everything, and you are deserving of this ass whooping
Like,
that I'm about
Johnny
to
Depp
give
literally
you.
lost everything.
Okay,
didn't
he
Like,
lost a finger. Okay, that motherfucker lost one of his fingers fucking with that bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, she cut off his whole goddamn finger and took a shit on his bed. Fuck that. Okay, you are guilty of everything that I'm telling you you're guilty of.
But
nobody's
how she said it before.
Oh, no,
Nobody's
she-
not
but
gonna
no, she-
believe you because you're a male.
But then, no, they crucify her because she fucking up all over the stand. So they already know she guilty.
I mean, she's doing
With her,
something.
it's either guilty or guiltier. They just trying to figure out how guilty she is.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's different because she fucking up on the stand. She don't remember her testimony. They said they didn't call her like playing to the cameras and shit. Like she was, they had a clip of her like crying and shit. And then they said when the camera went off, she just stopped crying and shit all of a sudden. Like they are really at her neck. Like fuck her, you know, fuck her, Amber Heard. But Meg is on something different. You should. You know what I'm saying? You should have to, like Peggy said, she should face charges for making false accusations. Why don't women get Why don't they face trial? Like if a woman accuses you of rape and you beat a rape case, she should go to jail.
Yeah,
If a woman accused you of beating her ass and you ain't never touched her in her life,
man. Look,
she should go to jail.
bye.
That happened to me.
I'm saying, what you beating
And,
up?
that, and you know that ain't even my character.
I'm saying,
Like,
I've never even seen Tim get mad before. Like, except for when we showed him we ain't had no donuts this morning. Tim was mad as fuck.
I was like, "What the
Tim
donuts at,
Tim
Lex?"
Lex, you just gonna show up without no donuts?
I was very upset.
So Dave went and got some white people donuts he got over there.
I carried
It's
my
like
crazy.
some crullers and some other shit.
I can't believe y'all try to offer me those type of donuts. Look, you all know how we are.
Somebody gotta eat them shit.
Glaze with sprinkles. That's it.
Glaze with sprinkles. That's it. But we said, well, in my defense, Dave volunteered to go get donuts. I didn't send him.
He did.
He volunteered and he came back with that shit. Okay, and that's why it's still in the box. Sorry, Dave. You fucked up on that one. But okay. So do we agree on that though? Do we agree? Like if a woman falsely accuses you of some shit, like blatantly falsely accused you, like not okay, like if we got into a little scuffle or something and I mistakenly knocked you down or something and you said we got into a fight, I understand that.
Yeah,
But for you to say I was beating your ass,
man, come on.
I had you up against the wall, I was hitting you with body shots and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, what the
Over
fuck?
exaggerated in the motherfucker. Stop
Right.
with the drama.
You should face charges for that. Like, I don't know, because Josh looking at me, his eyes are doing like this. Like, I don't know. Because Josh fuck with a lot of feisty bitches. So I'm trying to figure out, like, he might not exactly, agree with the whole thing. So
Like, I'm just looking at it from this point, man. Like, I'm raising girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm a girl dad. And like that's a big conversation that we had, letting them know, like, you, however angry you get with a boy, don't lie on them.
Don't do it.
Because one, you're gonna get them hurt because your dad crazy.
And your dad's friends is crazy. Okay.
And you got,
I already told you, I don't even
you
need to
got
know
about-
what we doing. Just tell me where the fuck to
like,
be.
you got
Okay?
about 40 uncles that you ain't never met. That's crazy too. So you can cause some real damage. Like I said, like that false accusation stuff, that is a real thing, man. Because it ruins lives, careers. Like there's so many cases of people.
Oh, no, man, I got one.
There's so many cases of people losing scholarships, going to prison, finding out 15, 16 years later that it was all a lie. Like, so if you to come out and say, hey, that this dude shot you and he didn't,
But you didn't realize you was gonna have to produce a bullet hole sooner or later. Like you didn't think that eventually you're gonna have to produce a bullet hole. Like, okay, I got shot. Where did you get shot? Eventually somebody's gonna want to see the goddamn hole.
I mean, look what they did to Smollett for false.
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, he said he got beat up.
Oh, Juicy.
You know what I'm
Smollett.
saying? Juicy said he got beat up. You know what I'm saying? And they crucifying the fuck out of him. But ain't nothing happening to Megan. I don't understand. Juicy and Megan, they see the same goddamn OBGYN, I guarantee you. Okay? So they should be on the same fucking level. Okay? But, okay, so, and this is where I'm glad you actually said what you said, because I wanted to follow up with this. With your kids, do we feel overly aggressive in the fact that we have to stand up and protect our kids? Like to the point where I was having a conversation yesterday and I said, I'm glad I never had a son. More than that, I'm glad I never had a son that was like in the streets, because I'm going to go to bat for mine anyway. I got a nephew. I go to bat for my nephew. Like, I know you're dead wrong, but I'm gonna go to bat for you anyway. So now you saying you got, you lying and we just gonna go, because that's what we're gonna do. If one of our daughters or even our sons say, somebody's fucking with me, somebody's doing some shit, we're going.
Yep.
We ain't gonna think about it. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? On the way there, we figuring this whole situation out, but we're going. Okay. And that's my point. So now as a man, you feel like, so now you gotta instill in the kids, like, you gotta keep this shit on the up and up, because I'm coming. If you say come, I'm coming.
Yeah.
But how do we feel now? You realize, like, okay, I know my daughter, she ain't the most like trustworthy little motherfucker. So where does that sit you? Because we all go through those situations where the kids go through the lying phase, they go through the the sneaking phase around. So now you know this, but then your kid comes and says, somebody's fucking with me.
So like, luckily for me, man, my girls are well behaved. Like, Legitimately, I can't
That's
ask.
because you be
two.
karate chopping the fuck out of them. Shit.
Look, man, that's the crazy. I ain't never have to correct
I'm
nothing that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like my oldest is getting ready to graduate. Like she got National Honor
Hey,
Society.
Christy.
She going to OU for childhood psychology and all
My
that.
daughter's at OU. Why you ain't tell me that?
I do. I just found out. Like you know.
Okay.
So
Oh, she's going to OU.
yeah.
My daughter's a freshman at OU. So
Okay.
she,
Well, I'm gonna
okay.
link 'em up
And my
then.
niece is down there too.
Yeah, we're gonna link them up then. So like, I'm lucky to have both my daughters. Like, even my youngest daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're both well behaved kids, and like my youngest, she's high functioning autistic. She's like in the 90th percent, super smart, but it's all like social. You know,
Okay.
like her autism is social. But at the same time, man, like I told them from birth to even now, when you tell dad something's up, dad's gonna be there. You call my line, I'm answering. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna show up. So make sure you on the up and up. So if you know you about to lie to me about something, don't talk to me about it. We got this little thing we call a triangle, right? The three of us, me, your sister, and your dad. In that triangle, you can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just gonna accept what you say and we'll work it out. But if you lie about something and then I react,
You fucked up the triangle.
just know that dad gonna be gone for a little while.
That's right.
Dad gotta go to college.
Yes.
Dad gotta go to college for the next 3 to 5. Okay. Now, I've been trying to get Brandon on the show for a while on the Men's Health Summit because you, Brandon, and I've asked you about this before we would talk about it, and you said you were comfortable talking about it, but you have experienced something that we feel like no parent should ever feel, and that's the death of a child. And I know at certain times of the year when to check on you the most. I know when you go through what you go through, but how does now sitting around and have experienced that? How do you approach like every day? Like how do you approach like birthdays and how do you approach like Christmas and the you know those kind of times? Like how do you approach that going forward, dealing with what you've dealt with?
It's a daily thing to deal with, like cause it's I have a big ass blanket over on the wall. So first thing I see when I wake up, for the last thing I do before I close my eyes. But like, and it's really weird because it happened all around COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
Like
so you went from dealing with the death of a child and the isolation of it at one time.
And I've been very open about this, and I know the exact date. It was like because we all made jokes about it during COVID. Because I was always posting the pictures of the Crown apple bottles and all this stuff and the Crown peach. But when I look back to that time frame,
you were drinking and
yeah,
others pre-gaming a lot.
But see, we all know like I pre-game a lot anyways.
Right.
But when you had that alcohol and that whole period was tragedy after tragedy. We've talked about all the other stuff. But that was the biggest thing that hit the hardest at first. So now here's isolation. And it's all you think about like every single day. So like it took a lot to like get out of that mode because I hit the bottom. Like I had lost everything.
When did you realize you hit the bottom? Like what made you realize like, all right, I'm at rock bottom. Like I can't get any lower than where I'm at.
All right. So August 28th, starting from like December 1st of 2019.
So it's 8 months. So it's 8 months.
Yeah, 8 straight months. Found out like because that was when we was getting all that unemployment, all that was running out. I still couldn't go back to my job but they were saying that we're gonna be back. So I'm holding on because it was a high dollar job. So I had to figure something else out to do, and I didn't know what I was gonna do because here this is happening. And then for 8 months I've been in this isolation with this and all this other things that happened, That was when it was like rock bottom was sitting on my bed with a gun and a bottle in my hand. And it was just like, this can't be life. Like, this has all been, there's no way all this has happened in the past like year for me. But I don't know. It was just something that like hit that moment in time that it was like, it was like I had Pandora on because, you got those tears flowing because this is it, like you're thinking, I have insurance, so my kids will be taken care of. But really, you know, if you look at policies, most of them don't cover that. But at the same time, it was like, they'll be all right. Everybody will take care of them for me. You know, I got people that'll make sure they're okay. I just couldn't do this anymore. But then like some song hit, man, I don't even remember the words, anything. It was just something in it. And it just like set me down. Like, and the next morning I woke up and I was like, this not, no. I was like, that was it. Like, that's not going to be me. I was like, I can't do that because that's not what he would have wanted.
Right.
You know, because he always knew me as, you know, working 2 jobs and making sure like everything was taken care of, you know. So and then it was just a slow process, like of being able to heal. Because, like, you know, May 5th, don't talk to me that day, you know. And it just passed, and there was still people that were messaging me, you know. And I get it, not everybody. You don't follow the personal lives of everybody that's on your Facebook or anything. But if most people that I talk to, like, you know, that happened, so why would you message me about other business that day? You know what I mean? That's a day you don't ever speak to nobody about, unless, you know. I don't even like hearing people say, I'm sorry.
I don't either. I don't either. I
Like,
promise you I know.
You know, you're sorry. Like, I get it. You don't know what to say. So your first words are, I'm sorry. You know. And
I'd rather you not say anything. Just
right.
Peace and quiet goes a long way.
Right.
More than you being in my face.
Yeah.
You know?
And Christmas was like his favorite holiday. I celebrate it for my girls, but I don't really celebrate it. You know, I'm just kind of, it's just those days I really isolate myself.
I know you always have, like, we have a thing, like we got together on Thanksgiving and everything, but then it's like that time frame of between Thanksgiving and Christmas seems to be like a kind of a downtime for you. And so that's usually when, you know, we reach out the most. You know, a lot of times we get busy and we forget to check on our friends and everything, you know, but we try, but we get bit when life gets in the way, you know. But at least I know, like, in that time frame, I gotta check on you and make sure that Brandon, and most of the time I just, hey, you cool? You straight? I ain't talked to you in a minute. Everything cool? You tell me you cool, and we move the fuck on. Like,
right.
That's just it. And sometimes that's all you need. You don't need somebody to be all in your face. You just want somebody to, hey, Rich, you cool? All right, cool. Josh, you cool?
Right.
Tay, you cool? Like, and that's it. Like, once, and that's it. And you move the fuck on. Like, sometimes you don't need everybody in your face. Buck, you cool over there?
Yeah, thinking of a master plan.
Hey, you know, but that's just it. So, I definitely, well, first off, thanks for coming and sharing that. You know, because that's something that I know is not. I saw, like, when I asked you before you got to talk, you had to take a deep breath, you had to get something to drink, you know, wet the whistle a little bit. You know, I get it. You know, it's not something that, and I it's something that I hope I never have to, you know, deal with. Like, I hope I go before all my kids, like, getting taken. I hope I check up out of here before any of them.
Wish I no parents, especially if they have younger siblings. Because I think it was more the effect of what I was watching happen to
I got
them.
you, Dub.
So it was like what they were going through. Now it's doubling what I'm going through, because now I'm seeing my younger ones like suffering. You know, as parents, you know, fathers, we don't want to see our kids suffer ever. Like,
Ever.
you know, I will suffer before my children suffer. You know, it's just the facts right there. But yeah, so it was a big hole to come from. You know.
And I, like I said, I'm like you said, it's an everyday process. I'm sure you still, you know, healing from and dealing with and everything like that. But, you know, you got friends around you, man. You know, sometimes we just randomly shoot the shit for no reason. Like, sometimes you just need that. Like,
Yes. Oh,
Brandon hit me up. Hey, man, you ever ate a brownie and it made you think about alien pussy? Like, you want to send me some random ass
Damn,
shit?
that's a good ass brownie. Hold on.
I mean,
Where can I find that brownie?
But at least when you hear shit like that, you know that the motherfucker cool. You know he being him. And you know, you're like, all right. And I'll sit there, you know, I ain't had one, but if you got one, you know, I'm about to come over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can I come? This sounds like a good ass brownie.
but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just need, you know, that reassurance with somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you hear something like that from somebody, at least as crazy as it sounds, I know that that's Brandon. So when he hits me up like that, I'm like, all right, Brandon, cool. He in a good mood. He's chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good with that. You know, same thing. I'll hit up Josh. I'll be like, Josh, you cool? Yeah, I'm straight. No, are you cool? And he was like, I'm good. You know, because sometimes we'll do that. We get to talking about everything else. Hey, Brandon, you cool? Yeah, I'm cool. You know, the kids straight, you know what I'm saying? Job is all right, blah, blah. Okay, fine. But how are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes we get so wrapped up in everything else and making sure that everything is tight that we ain't really paying attention to how we're doing. And that's why I get busy as hell, but I try to at least, reach out to my friends. Every time I come in the studio on Thursdays, Buck, you cool? Everything straight? How you doing?
I be lying. I be like, yeah, I'm good.
Buck be sitting there half asleep. He be like, no, I'm straight, man. Just give me a minute. But we sit there and have them conversations because I want to know if you cool. If you're not, then let's try to figure out a way for you to be cool.
Yeah, that's one thing that I like recently over the last year or so. When people ask that question, I try to answer it honestly. Like really check in at that second and be like, you know what, man, I'm not doing all right, but we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I tell you, hey, I done had better days, man. I'm gonna be all right, but today,
better days, worse nights.
If it gets any worse, I'm gonna call you. But right now, I'm still trying to figure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but honestly, I would say now, Rich. So I'm gonna ask you: do you think that by expressing it that way, instead of just automatically saying I'm cool, like if you actually tell a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I ain't today, like I ain't cool. It kind of releases a little bit of pressure. Do you feel that way, or do you?
I'm that way. You know that. That's why
I know you are. That's why I asked you.
It does not release pressure. It's just like, listen, I don't want to accidentally snap. I'm on edge. Please just shut the fuck up.
Hey, but it be like that. Yes, but I'm saying instead of just saying I'm cool and then having a motherfucker talking in your ear because they think you cool, you already said now I'm really cool because I done shut that shit down. Okay, I done told you today ain't the day.
Yeah.
I done told you today ain't the day, so I'm cool. So moving on. Rich, you went through we didn't get into it mostly, but you went through let's say a down patch.
Yes.
You went through a down patch, and as a man, like I personally reached out to you and asked you specifically to be on the Health Summit because I kind of felt like I was experiencing that down patch with you. Like when we were talking, I said, you cool? And you like, yeah,
I kept it real. I told you the truth.
Yeah, this ain't going right. I ain't been, the kids. I'm trying to, spend some more time with my kids. Every man feels like we don't spend enough time with our kids. We all spend. You can have your kids Monday through fucking Saturday. You still feel like you ain't spending enough time with them. It's just the way it is. So but. And the purpose of the Men's Health Summits is to be able to release some of that where you're not, and you're releasing it amongst people that you don't necessarily kick it with on a daily basis. Right. Like I know everybody in the room. They know each other. I believe they just met. I mean, y'all just met. But
ghost, y'all all just met me.
Well, I know your motherfucking ass.
Right.
But as I'm saying, so when you come and that was one of the purpose of us starting to bring people back that were on the health summits before is to kind of start to figure out if they're working. Some people like hit me up after the summits like, man, I can't believe like how much that shit helped. Like I was able to get out some shit that I'll never get to talk about. So and I kind of see you as kind of like a loner. I kind of see you as a loner.
That's why my restaurant name is alcohol.
I get that, but so a lot of times you don't have the opportunity to just express what you're going through unless somebody asks you.
Right.
So that's the purpose of the Men's Health Summits is that you can come and you can express shit and nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to, ridicule you about what you're going through because chances are somebody in here is going through the same shit.
Right.
Yes.
I have a 15-year-old child. Well, she'll be what's today? Today is the 15th.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow, my daughter will be 15 years old. Shout out to Cassidy. I have not seen Cassidy since she was 4. Her mother took her away from me, and the last thing I know is she lives in South Carolina somewhere. But so you think like, man, I ain't spending no time with my kids. There's other motherfuckers that's what I'm saying,
right.
Ain't getting to spend no time with their kids. None. But that's what I'm saying. You don't find that kind of stuff out because it's not everyday conversation. That's why we put together. And actually, like I said, I don't take complete credit for the health summits because they were Josh's idea. Josh came on my show one time and he said, you got this platform. We need to start doing a men's health summit. Let's do it. And that's where we at. I believe this is our 5th one now. So and we're continuously rolling. And people are coming to tell me like, it's really helping. Like, I really got a chance to get some stuff off of my chest that I don't necessarily get to talk about. And you know what I'm saying? And I think by you, like every time I see you or like you post a picture or I talk to you or whatever, you by yourself. Like it's very rare that I've seen you like in a picture with somebody else. So like, but that's my point. But so a lot of times it's just good to just get around, people and you're around like-minded people. You're involved in the wrestling business, wrestler, aspiring wrestler, trying to get the
sumo wrestler.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the fuck out of wrestling, this guy. You know what I'm saying? But
I tried. Everybody keep cut.
Fuck that.
Hey, you want it, man. So a little bit about what I'm going through. Let's say a little argument broke out, cheating, whatever you want to call it, and then
we know you can't get too deep into it, so
right. So I'm quickly doing it, and then leaving, and then the whole top of everything is I'm not allowed to see my kids for what reason, no one knows. It's just the bitterness, and it sucks because yes, I fought, I went through court, I paid the money, I didn't go for what's the first one you're supposed to go for, just
the mediation or whatever
to earn your rights.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go for that. I went straight for shared parenting because I knew what was going to happen. They were going to deny me, give her both full rights to, the kids, which I'm fine with that. But guess what? No matter what, if we can't come to a conclusion, they're going to be like, okay, well, this is your schedule. And that's exactly what happened. And I got my schedule, okay? Now, that schedule was lasted 6 months. It's over with. I'm not allowed to see my kids outside of that schedule still. She won't,
don't get too deep into it because
as long as I don't put names.
Okay, do your thing.
But it's a situation. You feel me? But yeah, everything. It's just I fought. I did what I got to do. Now I see my kids, and it still hurts every time they leave. Even though I know I'm going to see them, every other weekend and every Tuesday and every Thursday, it still hurts every time they leave. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I do drop tears. And that's why I be by myself because that's the only thing that'll kill me. And that's why earlier you was like, yeah, you take it. Yeah, I did a little bit. Chris Paul, I will back him 100%. And that's why I said I would Will Smith slap him because I kind of back Will Smith too. That's family.
I get it.
Will Smith slap was kind of soft. I'm gonna need you to bring a little bit more though.
But okay, so as a man that feels like you're not seeing your kids enough, like when you hear about, like, see, we all listen to what you just said and we all felt it. Like as men, we like, okay, this man's doing what he's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? And they still, she's the bitterness and all this stuff. But as soon as you said bitter, there are women that were trying to figure out her side of the story.
Go ahead.
But no, and I'm gonna say, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. We're always villainized.
Yes.
Yeah. There's in some people's out listening to what you were saying. There's some people now, especially females, that'll be like, well, what is he doing? And what is you know what I'm saying?
Matter what you could take it out on the kids.
The story could have went exactly like you said it.
Yeah.
But you're still the villain because you're the guy.
I can be the villain, but what are the kids? They're the innocents. So why keep doing this to the kids? If you birth them kids, you had them kids, you say you love them kids every damn day of your fucking life, and you take care of them as a woman or even as a man. Why? Why would you do that to them kids?
I get it.
They know it's going to get under your skin.
It doesn't matter. You care about them kids. You care about her, the girl. If let's say you were doing it, do you care about the girl more or do you care about your kids more?
Care about children.
So then you wouldn't do this.
Well, you wouldn't, but as you said, you can't expect people to react the same way that you react. You can't expect people to think the way that you think. And I tell people that all the time. I had a conversation with Dave the other day, and I said, Dave, you expect too much from people. You expect people to think how you think. You got to start taking people for who they are. If I look at Josh and I say, Josh ain't the type of dude that's, gonna do such and such. I'm not gonna ask him to do such. I'm gonna ask somebody who's the type of guy that's gonna do such and such. You gotta try to take people for who they are. You can't just say, okay, I would act like this, so Brandon's gonna act like this. No, you can't. I know Brandon's personality, so I know what Brandon will say yes to and what he'll say no to. I know Josh's personality. I know Tim's personality. I know they're going to say, I know your personality, but you can't just say, okay, well, I would do it like this, so we're just going to do it like this and hope that they fall in line. That's our problem.
Yeah.
That is a major problem of
Definitely.
ours, is that we expect shit without communicating.
Sometimes you got a logical plan in your head, and it's like, yo, this seems like the best idea. Like, why ain't nobody jumping on board with it? You know
Because
what I'm
they
saying?
don't even see the idea.
Because they don't see it. And
They don't see the idea.
I honestly, man, I went through what you was going through. Like, I went through it. We on the other end of it. Everything is copacetic, but in those trenches, I know exactly what you're going through. Like, Ohio is probably one of the worst states when it comes to
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
Bro, I was shocked. When it was
I-
like, here you go.
And then there's certain counties
That's why I
in
got two
Ohio
kids.
that's even worse.
You said what, Tim?
So if you got cases,
That's why I got 2 kids.
yeah, like if you got cases in Summit, Portage, and like Medina, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you stuck because
stuck.
they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
told a long time ago that there are no laws that protect fathers in Ohio.
There's
none.
I was told this.
none.
I was told this.
There's zero. I was
That's
told
why
by
they
I was
don't
told by
fight for
Summit
rights
County
first.
prosecutor that there's no right.
Yeah,
to me.
no,
Exactly.
I was told by a child lawyer when I was first starting to
Yeah.
trying to get custody of my daughter. I was told that there are no laws that protect fathers in Ohio, not at all.
None.
What kind of shit is that?
Right.
Okay, what kind of shit? I was literally going for visitation of my daughter, and
The first
the
step
lawyer
process.
told me, he said visitation could work against you in a major way. And I said, how's that? And he said, because they're going to set a schedule for you, and if for whatever reason you can't follow that schedule, they're going to take your rights away.
Yep.
He said, and she did exactly what he said he would do, just in a different state. He gave me an example. He said she can up and move to Texas. He said, all they're going to say is, you better be in Texas on Friday and have the baby back in Texas on Sunday. That's all. That's what he told me.
Now
He
you
said,
see why
even
I
with
fall for shared
visitation,
parenting.
she can just get the fuck up out of here. She can move to fucking Rome, and you better figure it out. That's literally what he told me. And then she up and moved to South Carolina. And then then he's like, well, I called, down there, and no lawyer here would take my case because she lives in South Carolina.
Mhm.
I called some South Carolina lawyers. They wouldn't take my case because I live here.
Yep.
So I'm fucking stuck. Just fucking stuck. But that's because my state decides not to protect me at all. No matter how much child support I'm paying, no matter how much I love my kids, no matter
Oh, you
what
had
I
a
do
lawyer?
with my kids. Huh?
Yeah.
I was trying to get one. He wouldn't take the case. This was basically like free advice he was giving.
Right.
I was my own lawyer.
Uh,
Yeah, you have to be.
I didn't
You
even
pretty much
realize
have to
I
be,
was. Like I didn't
Yeah.
realize nothing. Like it just happened.
lot of-
But
a
I
lot of-
realized what steps I had to take, and I knew that going for that first step, like you said,
Yeah.
they denied you for your shit, and they said, "Oh, well, this and that." No, that's why I went for shared parenting, because you're already going to do that. So let's just move ahead.
Right. So real quick, if you're watching the show, please hit the share button right now. We're trying to get the message out, man. So just one time, just go ahead and hit the share button so we can get more views up in here, because we had
Please share.
a nice little
I got a couple
turnout
people
right
in
now.
here. I got a couple
Yeah,
people. Thanks, you
I see.
guys.
So I wanted to ask y'all. So we kind of got off into some deep shit. Now I got some shit that I want to go over with the group before, because I know we got our sponsor who's going to be calling in at 12:30. Tim, do me a favor, put the number in the comments. I think he has it, but just to make sure. Anyway, so I looked up, and this surprised me a lot. And I want to know what y'all think about this. I looked up the main reasons men don't follow through in new relationships. Now this is I was just kind of going through a lot of shit, and I came across this, and it definitely got me, because some of these things like fucked me up, like, because I was trying to figure them out. So I want to ask, and they're not in like any specific order or anything, but so number one was a busy partner. So do we feel like that? Like it's hard to establish a real relationship with a woman that is overly busy? Do we feel that way?
I say yes, only to a lot of women nowadays. It's a variety. It varies. So a lot of women nowadays are either I gotta stay on, I gotta stay busy, I gotta stay moving because I'm this independent woman. I don't need no man. Like it's always trying to show I don't need a man or anything else like that. And then there are those that want that quality time and want to spend time with you and will sacrifice their busy time to be with you.
But how do you find that out up front? Like, you know what I'm saying, when you're having a discussion and you meet a woman, like, you know, how do you, because like you said, some women will want you, you know, to show them that extra amount of affection or whatever. And then there's some that don't. Okay, so if my last relationship, she wanted an extra amount of affection, and you just happen to be this new one, you just happen to be this independent woman, and I'm trying to give you some affection, and you pushing me away. Now I'm like, what the fuck?
I think conversation in the beginning, like I was about to say,
old.
like I'm 38.
Keep
I ain't
moving.
got more
I'm
time.
40. I'm 40.
Yeah, I ain't got no more time. Like, look,
23.
I ain't about to.
Young ass.
This dude.
Oh, there you go.
I know I can look.
In
That
here,
boy,
no, I'm just playing.
that boy still got a umbilical cord fluid on the back of his neck.
Oh, wet behind the ears and shit.
Where the scissors at? Let's cut
Breath
that
still
right
smell
now.
like Similac.
Hey, look, I hang around a lot of older people, so I know I'm a lot more mature for my age. Like a lot of people, if people
You be
on
dating
here,
cougars,
like,
don't you? You look like a cougar dating motherfucker. You look like a
Why you blowing up my spot, man?
it's not even that. I
You
can't.
can't or you scared?
It's not scary.
You better be scared. That cougar pussy will do something to you, bro. Hold on, bro.
I've been with my girl for about a year and about to be 3 months now.
Okay.
Like, we started off on that point of like it wasn't she was busy. It was more of we were both extremely nervous because we both been through shit. Because it was like,
Yeah,
she's been through a lot of stuff that she can't trust guys anymore. I've been through a lot of shit
They
with
call it
women that I can't
PTSD,
trust women.
yeah.
So it's like
you
now
gotta
we're
have-
colliding, and it's like
you
it
gotta-
took me about a good 5 months just for her to open up.
Yeah,
It took
You're a patient brother. You're a patient brother.
It takes a
I'm saying you're a patient brother.
It
'cause-
takes conversation. That's all it is.
But here's my thing.
It's just a conversation.
It does take conversation, but then you get to a point where you're kind of you don't want to throw too much at a person up front as well. So where do you find that medium? Like you're sitting there trying to feel that person out. You know what I'm saying? To figure out what I can throw at you and what I can't.
That's
Because you're also like, okay, if I throw too much at you at once, you're gonna push away. And we know this. We know we've met people like that.
But
You know what I'm saying? We're like that as guys. Okay. Number two is this. Number two says we're pushed into having kids too soon. Okay. Pressure.
I don't know. I waited. I was 32.
No, what I'm saying.
But have that
I've
conversation.
not dated women who told me that they want kids. Okay. Because I don't want no more kids.
Yeah, have
Okay,
that conversation.
But that's my point though. When do you come to somebody in the beginning of the courtship and be like, you know, you still want kids, you know? Because now she's thinking that you want to move into the whole sex talk. Okay, and I'm just like, I just want to know if you want kids, because if you still want kids, we need to stop this right here.
But say it like that though. Like just come up. Look, I'm not trying to go anywhere else with this other than saying if you see a future with me, know that future don't have kids involved.
I'm with that.
Like, and that's having that conversation. It's like, but if you can rock with that for a little bit, we can rock with that for a little bit. But the minute you start inkling that you want children, you need to let me know so you can go and get what you need out of life. Like
FAP,
if y'all want-
you quiet over there, man. The FAP, the fly ass pimp is quiet over there. What's up, man?
I'm listening, but okay. So first off,
But see, you're a serial monogamous anyway, so you know what I'm saying? How you changed?
listen, like we gotta communicate that off rip.
yeah,
What up, Bushy?
Offer, there's no waiting.
but
Like,
you be
listen,
That was my cousin,
if
Bushy.
you naked and I'm naked, we both need to know whether or not something happens. I'm letting you know now. Something happens. You're about to be a single mother because I want to. So we need to have this talk. No, I'm not. We need to have this talk.
No.
That's the fly ass pimp coming out. The FAP just came straight on out.
No, because like
Dolomite, man.
no, because here's the thing. Because you know how far that relationship's gonna go off rip.
Right.
You know what I mean, like. A female can be like, well, you know, I want to get married, and I'm like, I don't know shit.
I get that, but that's
But you can
that's
say
what I
exactly
want,
though.
but
You still want
as
to
you
do
grow
it.
older as a man, you don't want to be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to have kids with it. Like, you know, I'm about to be this age, this kids. Like, I'm trying to
exactly.
be free. I can't wait till I turn 18. That way I ain't gotta talk to you. No, I love my kids. But
I got 6 more years till my youngest is 18. Man, listen,
You got a whole squad over there. You got starting 5 and 2 bench players.
right, like for me, like
where my gun at, man? Hand me my gun over there,
But
man.
no,
I'm
like-
like,
I see the blank stare.
everything, like it's all about communication. So like, listen, if I can't come to you with this stuff at any point in time when we start talking, and if I feel comfortable with it, and I can't come talk to you about it, and you're like, oh, I can't feel comfortable. If she don't feel comfortable now, she ain't gonna feel comfortable later with it.
True.
I'm with that.
So you might as well just take it for what it is then, and you know, you can be just regular talk. So what's your thought process on kids in the future? You know, because I'm not really looking for none. I got a couple. You know. Right there.
And I'm with that. But see, I became the villain in this one. I was talking to a young lady, and she literally had made it known that she wanted kids. And I told her, I said, I don't want any more kids, so we don't need to continue this. And she was like, well, you know, kids ain't important and blah, blah. I'm like, no, stop. Pause.
Yeah.
I'm like, because what you're doing right now is you're settling because you want a relationship. I said, but eventually that's going to eat away at you. It's going to eat away at you because this is what you want. And you're settling because you want a relationship now. You can get a relationship sooner than you can get a kid. So you're settling. But I said eventually that's going to make you resent me. Okay? Because I'm not giving you what it is that you want. I'm telling you up front, we ain't having kids. I don't want no more kids. Okay? But I ain't waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning no more changing diapers and shit. I don't want to buy no diapers. I don't want to buy no formula. I don't want none of that shit. Okay? Fuck them kids. Okay? You know? Look at Buck. Look Buck like But Thomas Palika says, "Stop believing everything women say." That's a whole nother subject, Thomas. That's a whole nother. So we got okay. Oh, how we feel about this one? So number 3 was racist or sexist families. You didn't have to get out moment because you came straight up. That's what I said. He took a whole motherfucking breath. His chest got big as fuck. Like, holy shit.
Quick little story time. It was like when I was like 16 and everything. It was like this cool white chick that I was dating and everything. She was really cool, but her family just was not into me. I get it. Your daughter's not that race. I get it. Y'all want the jock, the football player, all that good shit. Y'all already think
you're pretty good. No, you look like an athlete.
Of course I am that. But of course you think I'm coming in the house tattooed up and everything. Oh no, Karen, no, we can't do this. No, he's got tats on his. Next thing you know, he's gonna walk in the door with tats on his face and everything. No, it wasn't like that. I was really polite to him and everything. And then I met the grandfather and the grandmother. This is where it all turned left.
Because they still got memories. They still got slavery memories and shit. Didn't I used to own your granddaddy?
He was a good one.
I had to hurry up. I had to hurry up and get out.
Get out.
I had to hurry up and get out.
I said it.
This is the thing that killed it because the grandma, I didn't even get a word out. She comes in the door. She sees me. I smiled and everything. She went. I'm like, oh.
She gave you the coochie face?
She gave
you the stink coochie face?
It was worse than that. It was worse than that. It was like you done stole my car and now I gotta call the police type of thing.
And now you're standing in my living room.
Yeah.
I told her, look, I gotta go. She was like, girls asking me why. I'm like, your family don't like me.
They about to lynch me. I got to
go.
Go.
Right.
Your family don't like me. I'm not about to be here. You're not about to see me somewhere posted up on a 19 Action News saying kid was lost and found in a ditch somewhere off East Street or some shit like that. No, I'm cool. And I never talked to her again.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good job, brother.
I dated a white girl once and she asked me to go to her family reunion in West Virginia. We're going to stop right there. We're going to leave it right where it is.
Yeah, I don't even know. We're delving into that.
West
You met her ex-cousin?
Virginia.
I don't give a fuck if it was East Virginia. That's mountains.
So, okay. What about sexist families? Now, let's talk about the families that got I would say like with me, my father, before my father passed, rest in peace, God bless his soul, but my father was a very sexist guy. My father was one of those, I used to say that my father's brain was stuck in the 70s. Okay, because my father felt like the man is just the king of the castle. My mom was getting ready to go like on a vacation with my aunt. And my father got mad because she didn't clear it with him first. She came and told him like, yeah, I'm gonna be gone for this day to this day. And my father got pissed. Like he felt like she should have got his approval first.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like, she would kick you the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm sitting there talking to my father like this. I'm like, bro, dude, you know that you can't survive on your own, and she would kick you the fuck up out of here. You need to stop. You know, but my father was like that. Yeah. He was like that. You know, the man is the king. Never let a woman talk to you any kind of way, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sometimes I'm like, things are different now, pops. Like, things are different now. I'm not saying like I'm gonna let one cuss me out or whatever, but you gotta let a woman say what she need to say and shit. She ain't just, you know, and that kind of shit. And so like you, or let's just say a woman. You got a family who the mother and the aunties, they all, you know, these high, independent, don't need no man ass women, and then here you come. You know, with the daughter or the niece, and they looking at you all crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? How you deal with that kind of shit?
Asking you what's your credit score and shit.
Like that could ruin a relationship.
My credit score look like your body count in the high 700s. Man.
That could really ruin a relationship because, like you said, the mother or the aunties or whatever. Like, let's say that they see you doing right by their daughter or their niece or whatever. They're gonna be like, nah, he up to something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Always the feeling.
Right?
Always the feeling.
So, like, because that happens, like, and then it'll influence. You know what I'm saying? And then they start looking for trouble or looking for a reason not to trust you. So, like I said, again, the conversation needs to be had up front. And like, if there's anything you can't rock with, walk off because it's not for you.
Once that shit starts happening, hey, I'm trying to fuck your family members now. You better stop. I told you we should have had the conversation, bitch. Why you don't want to listen?
And it's so funny because the next one ties right into that. It says mean and ghetto moms.
If she cool,
Tim,
she
you ever
cool,
had a mean ghetto mama?
My mama is mean and ghetto. What do you mean?
I like your mama. So what up, Dick? I
No.
like your mama, but I'm saying like you ever been dating a woman and then her mom was just overly ghetto, you know. I dated a chick once, and I was literally, I want to say I was like maybe 28, 29, something like that. And I was getting ready to go to the mall to return some shoes that, you know, I didn't fit or whatever. And I'm talking to her on the phone, and she said, well, come pick me up. I'll ride with you. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to the mall, return the shoes, and we leave. We went and got something to eat. We go home. I'm talking to her on the phone, and all I hear is her mother in the background. So he took you to the mall, and he ain't buy you nothing? First off, bitch, your daughter asked to ride with me. Okay?
Right.
This was not a shopping trip. Who the fuck are you? Who's that? Who is that?
That's Solana. That's the
I
intern.
almost got my gun. You can't just be creeping in the back. You know what I'm saying? You look like Lil' Kim with blue hair and shit.
Motherfucker, all I see is some juicy shoes.
Oh, that's just scary. You can't just be walking him coming up here like that. You know what I'm saying? I get nervous when unknowns be walking through this bitch. Okay, anyway. But so that's where we are with this. So how you feel about now, Brandon? I know you because you date a lot of ghetto ass chicks and shit. You know, you date some ratchets. You date some ratchets, okay?
Hey,
so I know you done came across at least one ghetto mom in your lifetime. Don't lie. Don't lie. Look, he's trying to figure out how to say this shit without lying and shit.
Scratch the head, looking away. Oh, tell sides. Come on now.
I mean, it's
In the most political way. Hey, he said, I plead the fifth, baby. I plead the fifth.
Are you talking ghetto or ratchet?
Oh, you want to say
What's the difference? What's the difference?
It's a separate.
There's a difference between ghetto and ratchet?
It's a little different.
Hey, man,
It's a little
Okay,
different.
so I need to know. Break this down for me. I got my notebook out. What's the difference between ghetto and ratchet?
Hey, Brandon life is hard out here, son.
That's why he paused like that, because he wasn't expecting that.
You about to get schooled. Everybody listen up.
What's the
I
difference
got
between
this
ghetto and
much
ratchet?
knowledge.
Hold on, I need to know.
What's the difference between the G and the R?
To me, a ghetto chick is she's down for you, but a ratchet one, she's down for you. She's down for the homies.
So ratchet is for the streets.
Man,
so
she's for the streets. She's for the whole
For the
neighborhood.
block,
Community.
Community, yeah, like
the whole
Okay,
cul-de-sac.
ghetto and
you
ratchet.
see buildings that'll have her name say community center. All right,
Damn.
like that's just So I mean,
I get it. In my old neighborhood, we had this chick. Her name was Sonya. We used to call her Rat Sonya. That was the whole thing. We referred to her as that. Hey, y'all seen Rat Sonya? She was at the store like, okay, yeah. Hey, Rat Sonya, they need you over it. I mean, like, if you know by then, if they're referring to you as Rat Sonya, you know you are for the streets.
See, for to me, ghetto means you just struggle. All right, ratchet means
Well, shit, I'm struggling now. So I'm ghetto the
You
motherfucker.
struggle, but you think your ass is bougie. And like just because your friend made her own little business in her living room with nails and weaves and all that shit,
Nails and the weaves.
you think you're rich? No, but like, so I
We
tell you,
hood
like,
rich.
that's the whole big difference. Like a ghetto chick, she's gonna like, yo, you don't wanna text me, girl, because my girl ghetto, she'll beat your ass, my ass. She might go smack your mama. You don't need that right now.
You don't need,
Right.
you don't need this in your life.
Problems. Get away from me.
You need you need every woman, like you need to have a woman that has at least a little bit of ghetto in her.
For
I
sure.
mean, I'm good with that. I'm good if you grew up in the hood or whatever, but you ain't living the hood lifestyle. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you get to a point where you got to leave that hood shit in the hood. You know, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in 123rd and St. Clair. And I still go through there all the time, to remember where the fuck I came from.
Right.
But I left that shit in the hood. I left that shit down there. I need you can grow up in the hood and you can have that hood in you and have that hustler in you and everything. But when we in public, I need you to be Miss Congeniality. Okay. I need you to be my representative. Okay. You don't want me coming to one of your functions acting like I just left off 105. Okay. No, you don't.
And that would be
Okay.
considered what? Ratchet. Exactly. See,
I'm trying to figure out the difference. I don't know.
That's what he's telling you.
She's acting right in public. I'm cool with her being ghetto.
You could have been ghetto in the
because
bedroom.
Ghetto means like that to me. She's got my back because
Yeah.
they'll fuck you up.
Okay, I'm just asking.
But a ratchet chick, she just wants to be extraordinarily loud, wants to be see me type shit. And it's like, girl, ain't nobody trying to
Cash me
see you.
outside. How about that?
Right. Oh my God.
So like, ghetto is just a way of life. Ratchet is just a personality trait that's horrible.
Hey,
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Like,
It's
that was a
horrible.
way of life.
Okay, now actually, because
Well,
I brought
James right
I
there.
brought this when I looked this shit up. I actually had to bring it with me the whole thing because nobody would believe this next one, and this one is me to the T. This is why it says, "Believe it or not." I got it in here somewhere. Believe it or not,
What, printed the internet?
I did because I needed proof that this one was actually on here because people don't believe. Because I get a lot of flack over this next one because it will determine if we can have a real relationship or not. Animals. I fucking hate animals. I hate them all. Okay, if it ain't deep fried, I don't want it. Okay,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? If it ain't extra crispy, I don't want it. And that's the thing. Like, and I tell people all the time, like, okay, you'll like my dog once you get to know. I don't like dogs. Okay, period. I don't give a fuck if your dog came in with a goddamn taco every goddamn time I sat down. I still won't like his ass. I'm gonna eat the taco, but I won't like his ass. I don't like dogs. I don't like cats. I don't like fish. I don't like snakes. I don't like turtles. I don't like half of these bitches walking down the street. Okay, I don't like animals.
He said,
Hey, lay
So
up on
it
the
won't
turtles,
matter.
dog. Lay up on the turtles.
Fuck the turtles. I don't even like the
Hey,
ninja
man.
turtles. Fuck them all.
They just swim around trying to
Light up
scratch
on the
glass.
turtles, dog.
That's it.
Fuck them. Okay, but that's my point. I don't like animals. So if you got a zoo at your crib, I'm not coming over. Okay, let's just end. I'm not coming there.
That's that cat
Okay.
lady shit.
That's
What if
that
it's a
cat
fish?
lady shit. I'm gonna fuck if it's a fish. I don't like fish.
The fish lady
Okay, I'm
shit.
allergic to seafood, so fuck them too. Okay, but that's my point. Like I don't. So and that's people, especially black people. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Black people always think there's an exception to the rule. Okay, if I tell you I don't like fucking chitlins. You just ain't nobody made them right for you. Like, bitch, I just don't like fucking chitlins. God
You ain't
damn.
pulled- you ain't pulled the membrane
It's
out.
always a motherfucking exception to the goddamn rule.
You
You
ain't
know
had
what I'm
mine.
saying?
No, leave that shit out.
I'm gonna change your mind.
It's always an except. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I just tell you, like, I got a lot of baggage right now. I ain't really ready to settle down. You just ain't met the right one that's gonna check. Bitch, did you hear what the fuck I just said?
That's
I'm
like
dealing with
always
shit.
pushing
I'm dealing with shit. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't. It's always an exception to the rule. Maybe I just don't like the shit. How about that? Why is it that us as men, we're not allowed to not like shit? Okay? If a woman go outside right now and say, I ain't dating no man that's under 6 feet and ain't got a six pack and don't make six figures, they gonna be like, okay, cool.
I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? But let me go out there and say, I ain't dating no chick that's over 150 pounds. Oh, you fat shaming, you body shaming.
Right.
God, how about I just don't want a big bitch?
Right.
How about shit? What? I like fluffy chicks, but I'm just saying I don't like skinny chicks. Oh, you body shaming. I don't like skinny chicks. If you're skinny, I don't like it. You know, I'm too touchy-feely for that. I like squeezing titties. I like titties. Okay, if you ain't got none, then I might as well be dating Josh. Okay? Shit.
Hey, I got an A cup, bro.
Hey, look,
Titties ahead.
I'm in the gym, son.
I'm sorry. If your booty look like an ironing board, it ain't happening. I'm sorry.
Ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
You know what I'm saying? You walk past and I just smacked that bitch. I just smacked your whole back. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a domestic violence case and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm trying to be cute. You know what I'm saying?
Case in a broken wrist.
Bow. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. No, fuck that. Why are we not allowed to not like shit? What is that?
We're robots. We ain't allowed to
I don't like women. I don't like women with short hair. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? If I reach over at 3:00 in the morning, I want to feel like I'm touching my woman. That Brandon ain't crawled in my goddamn bed or something because your shit is this fucking short. Fuck that. That might get you punched in the face at 3:00 in the morning.
My
'Cause
nigga
I'm
is
not halfway
traumatized.
in.
God damn. What have you been through?
Hey, they in the comments saying you got nice titties, Josh.
Hey, man, because I told you, man. I'm in here. I'm hitting my...
My titty's better than yours.
Like, you have to cut it short. Just some stuff that just is it life changing if you like something, I don't like something.
Sometimes it is.
And if it is, then we ain't got nothing.
Sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. That goes back to the animals and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're dating, like if you're dating interracially. Because let's just call a spade a spade. When white people get a pet, they get another family member. We get a pet,
That's Dave.
we get a pet.
He's the
You know what I'm
family
saying?
dog.
So we look at, but what I'm saying is that we look at it. It had to be one chick in the comments. That's their go-to. They automatic basic ass response. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? That's like a basic ass response. And so, because you can't think of nothing else. Who hurt you? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, no. But I'm saying, but as culturally, we look at it different. I come over your house and your dog's sitting on the couch, and I'm like, that's a family member. Y'all think that the dog belong on the couch. Me, I'm like, why in the fuck is there a dog on your couch?
No, see,
That's
the
his
thing. I
spot.
like dogs and family members.
dog
But that
has
nigga
some
got
couch.
couch.
That's
I'm
his
saying,
spot.
but that's what I'm saying. So
No,
it's
they got the floor.
So yeah, so sometimes that could be a relationship breaker because I can't get with your lifestyle. I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. Every time you come over, you got cat hair and shit all over you and shit. No.
Can't do that.
My relationship breaker would be the one thing and the one thing I hate most, and I have a pet peeve about the shit to the day I goddamn die.
What, she got a dick?
If I see
She got
you,
a dick?
no,
She
no,
got a dick?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Definitely a deal breaker.
If we're gonna have to pick one, that's gonna be
No,
it.
no,
Okay.
no,
If we gotta pick one, that will be it.
the animals.
Oh, okay, the animals. Okay, you got.
I see you
My bad, my
kissing
bad.
your fucking animal. I swear to God, I'm out. I'm gone because I don't know where the fuck your lips been
You
now.
been kissing animals?
Like if I see you going, Mr. Fluffles, the bitch, I'm out. No, I'm out. No.
Mr. Fluffles.
Miss Fluff, you and Miss Fluffles have a good, nice relationship. I'm out.
If your dog is named Mr. Fluffles, I don't want no parts of it, no way. Because it just seemed like a part of suburbia that I don't need to be in. This is some seventh heaven type shit that I do not need to be a part of.
I'm not trying to play three-way with your pet. I'm sorry. It's not, no.
That's like having a threesome with Mr. Fluffles. I'm cool. This thing got hot as it's cold and hot in here at the same goddamn time. Is that weird? Like I'm sweating, but it's cold as fuck in here. Like, cause we turned the damn AC on.
Hey, you letting your frustrations up.
I am. Okay, gender roles. How we feel about gender roles? Do we feel like there still are gender roles?
I don't think so.
Not anymore. Well, certain women.
Hold on,
I'll
you mean
say
as far as
degree.
using the bathroom or?
Hey, that's a valid question. though.
Wait a fucking minute.
Wait, that's a valid question though.
Whoa.
That is a very
Not
valid
expecting
question.
that one.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now. If I go in the bathroom after my girl and the toilet seat is up,
God damn it!
we breaking up right there.
But wait a minute.
Until
What is she
you
respecting
show me-
you though?
Until you show me a birth certificate and we are broken up until further notice. Okay? Because ain't no chick leaving the goddamn seat up. So if that bitch is up, oh hell no.
That's not a bitch. That's a nigga.
I'm saying. So I'm with that. I'm not mad at you on that one. Holy shit.
I took your question as like, a man takes out the trash and the woman do the dish. That's how I took your question.
It goes on both ways.
But he did bring up a valid point. Though.
I'm
Like,
saying.
do you mean like as far as society concerned, like you can just identify however you want.
Right.
Like you just throwing everything out the window. Like,
No, I mean he obviously talking about the basic ones, and
You
I
can be
feel like,
hi, my name's
So then,
Jennifer.
but okay,
No,
so
Chris.
let's start basic, like Buck is saying.
yeah,
Like, do we feel like it's a man's job to take out the trash and wash the cars and all that kind
I
of
feel
shit?
like there's absolutely like always gonna be certain gender roles. But
Do you feel like it's a gender role, or do you feel like you should just do it because you're doing it for your woman?
yeah, I think, man, when you
Hold on, Buck was trying to.
yeah, I mean,
hold on.
I guess you're right. It's not so much a gender role per se, but it's like kind of what you bring to the table. But like, you're not gonna have your girl take out the trash for real.
I did.
I mean, like, have her do it.
Front.
Like
I
if she
won't
do it,
front.
if she do it, she
Hold
do it.
on.
It's like it's more like if she see it's full, she take it
Oh,
out.
no, I'm
But, like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. But if y'all both standing right there, you ain't gonna make her take it out unless you sick as hell, right?
I was doing the dishes at the time. I think I was doing
Well,
the
see, y'all flip, y'all trading places. That's an Usher song, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
That's my shit, though. That's my shit.
like when, like you said, when we're in a relationship, y'all like and cohabitating or whatever. Like, if it needs to be done, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
expect me. Don't keep walking past the trash can and it's full. Expect me to take it out. You saw it was full.
Yeah.
Take it out. Like, but if you physically,
But is that a conversation that you have? Because you saying that you saw the trash, but in her, she may be used to a man's job being to take out the trash. So you sitting there like you see the trash, you ain't taking it out. But in her mind, a man always takes out the trash. So you only had this conversation. So now, in the meantime, you got a pile of trash over here that neither one of y'all fucking
the
with.
first time it happens, have that conversation. Like, yo, did you see this? Like, oh, you want me to get it? All right,
All
cool.
right.
Like,
Now we know.
now we know. But if you just walk past it and just walk past it, it was like, I'm gonna get to it later. Like, no, I got it. I got it. Like,
There's a formula. See, you got to find out
He said
how
the
this-
formula.
Yeah, you got to try to take. And this is gonna sound so unlike me. You got to try to take like her trash out of her car one time. Because if she's like, no, don't, then cool. You take your own trash out. Like, so that you know what I mean? Like, it's
I get
just that simple.
I get it.
And like, if they don't want you to do the little things, then cool. I'll just do the big things. So and that's if you need me to do it. So the gender role thing is kind of
Passe.
because like
New word.
more times than not, you might need a woman that can't cook for shit, and you can't expect her to cook for you.
You better learn how to cook too. Then.
Like
What's
even
that?
if I
Hey,
could.
but that's another conversation
But
to
that
have.
would
See,
be-
I tell you, I
that's
can
the
cook.
gender role thing.
I can cook, so I can. If you
Right.
can't
Me
cook
too.
and I can cook, then fine. That's my role.
I
You
got
know what I'm
opposite
saying?
arms. I
You ain't
definitely
anybody
cook.
use me as no fucking guinea pig. So we just going. I'm gonna be the one that cook. But okay, so Christy said she thinks that washing cars and taking out the trash is respectful, but not necessarily a gender role. So she's basically saying what we're saying. Like, I think like in a relationship, okay, yeah, especially like if it's dark outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna send you out to take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? We need the trash needs to go out. It's
Shit,
dark.
if
I'm
it's
not
dark,
about.
I ain't going out with it. This is Cleveland.
True.
Yeah, we talking about-
The trash can wait till the morning.
Like when we talking about the food, like the whole role. Like my girl cooks for me every night, but it ain't because she's the female. She knows because if she doesn't, I'm gonna forget to eat.
Exactly. Hey,
Like
I get that.
It's
I can
not
forgive
a whole
the same
thing.
way.
It's just that's her taking care of her man because she knows. Hey,
I'm going 1,000 miles a
Exactly.
minute.
Right.
Okay,
She knows my day
Can
is
I say
not
something
stop.
though? Look, we as men, we all got to realize, yeah, we work, we bust our ass, we men, yeah, but the women also, you know what I'm saying? They like when they talk about, oh, I have cramps, we just don't know what to do. Sometimes they might need pressure or something on this shit, man. We just got to look out for them in other ways too to keep the, you know what I'm saying, the whole fucking boundary, or not boundary. I'm sorry, the gender thing.
General,
like,
yeah.
the gender thing down pat so they feel that, okay, I got just as much pull in the relationship as him. Because
I get that.
if
Yeah.
he's doing all this extra shit, not just taking out the trash, but he sees I'm in pain, he's doing the dishes extra, all this extra shit to help me out, then us as men, we will feel better, and our women, they would be more better queens for us. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a conditioning thing.
I'm lucky.
I'm with that.
Hey,
like
I'm with that.
If my girls feel like that, I do ask. Like I'll be like relaxed, like chill. Like you should don't need to be doing shit.
Right.
Well, I gotta
I mean,
do this.
No,
sometimes,
you
but
don't.
sometimes the role is just your role. Like, okay, 2 years ago we had Thanksgiving at your house,
Yep.
Brandon's house, and from my recollection, the men did most of the cooking.
Yep.
You know, there were females that came, but from my recollection, the men did most of the cooking. Now you would think, like going back traditionally, that Thanksgiving is a woman's holiday. That's their thing. They get in the kitchen and but now, you know what I'm saying? Like we literally, like, Brandon hit me up like, all right, what we got? All right, we got this person making the turkey, this person making what you ran on, and it was guy. And
I got the best dressing in the world. I got the best dressing in the world. I swear to God.
All right, next time Timbuktu is bringing the dressing. You know what I'm saying? But that's when it's not. But I think what we're missing is I think that there are a lot of times where things are expected without having that conversation. You just expect, and depending on your last relationship, you may come into it. You know, like I was dating a girl one time and she literally jumped out of my car. She never said a word because we were getting into it about some shit. And she jumped out of my car and she started her car. So I'm like, okay, fine. And I left.
Bye.
So she like called me, cussing me out, talking about, oh, I was moving my car so you can take out my trash.
Oh.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Why the fuck you ain't communicating?
Like you could have just said, hey, can you take out the trash? You expected me to know this. Like, how?
Moving out my way.
On some magic Power Ranger morphin type bullshit, you thought that I was in your head and I knew exactly what the fuck we were doing at that time. I didn't know.
Look, this is why I'm upfront.
Maybe your last man knew that every time you get out the car and start your car, you want to take the trash. That's code word for take the trash out. I had no fucking idea. I went on by my business.
That's a hell of a
already
signal.
arguing. You jumped out the car. You didn't say nothing. You jump in your car. For all I know, you're going to get some more dick. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the type that's about to be, follow you or yell at you or anything like that. Okay, fine. If that's what you're doing, you go right, I'm gonna go left. Okay, and we done.
Yeah.
We just supposed to know shit. Now, you know what I'm saying? How in the fuck, if we don't have that conversation, if you don't tell me, hey, when I get out your car, if I don't say nothing, if I go start my car, that means I need you to take the trash can out. How the fuck am I supposed to know that shit?
Yeah, look, man, I don't read signals. I'm not good at that.
That wasn't even a signal.
I'm just saying.
Like, why is that a
These are the
signal?
conversations I have up front. I'm like, look, man, I don't read signals. I can't guess. I don't get hints. I'm just oblivious to that because I'm in my own. So you need
What
to
happened
just
to pineapple?
tell me.
Like-
Right, I need you to tell me. Janae Kent said if two adults walk past the full trash can, they both lazy and petty.
Right. What's up, sis?
So both of us, we trying to see who go out lazy each other and shit.
And it's like,
Like,
hey,
who gonna get tired of looking at this shit first?
keep putting pieces on there until it fall over.
Right.
I'm gonna keep
Whoever knocked that bitch like Jingle. Whoever knocked that bitch over, gotta clean it
You
up.
gotta take it out.
Whoever knocked that bitch over, gotta clean it up. That's the game we playing now.
That's what
And then when that happens, you gotta yell at the other person like, you didn't see this trash.
Right. Hell no. So, all right, we got gender roles. Okay, this one's a little deep. How do we feel about expressing health woes to our partner?
How far in are we?
I was about to ask.
Either.
How far? How far in?
We're having that beginning of the relationship beginning of the courtship conversation.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right.
no, you gotta be upfront about that stuff.
But here's the thing. A lot of people won't be upfront about that kind of shit because they're afraid that's gonna push somebody away. So they're trying to work you into it. You know what I'm saying? A chick can tell you 5,000 times, yeah, I got issues, I got baggage. Because now she waiting on the shit to come up to where the baggage comes up. She done told you enough times that you expecting the baggage, so now there it is. It don't work like that.
But
she don't want to tell you.
What's in the
But she
bag,
don't want
bitch?
to tell
Let
you
me know.
up front. She don't want to tell you up front because she don't want you to go ahead and pivot. You know what I'm saying? No,
This is the
because it
thing.
will happen. You tell me that you got a third nipple on the first date. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. You would because you're weird. You're a weird motherfucker.
But I tried it.
Except
Hey,
for
that third
nigga, I
nipple,
try
though.
anything once.
That third nipple though, bro. You don't know, man. That's terrible.
I'll put, like, my
so
little-
you're talking about like into the relationship. Well, here,
I ain't even talking about the relationship. I'm talking about in the
We're
courtship
just talking.
period. I'm talking about let's just say we on the second date.
Y'all ain't even fucked
And we
yet.
having shit. These days you done fucked by the second date. I mean, shit. It ain't the coochie ain't that hard to get no more. Neither is dick. We know that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People eating ass for sport. Hey, how you doing? My name is Lex, and I eat ass. What's up? Like that's just how it is now. Like,
There you have it,
I seen
folks.
a license
Lex
plate
eats
that
ass.
said, I eat ass. That was a
Hey.
license plate.
and that motherfucker. Everybody be stopping that nigga at the gas station and shit. Hey,
I heard you eat ass.
How long we got? Not even
second date. I'm talking about
But how long
the
have we
second date.
talking? How long have
Second
have we
date.
talked to any before this? Like, is this
How long does it take to go on the second date? With 2 weeks?
sometimes longer? Because
Okay, we'll say a 2 week.
Depends on how much
We'll
you
say
like the person,
a
obviously.
2 week time frame on the second date.
All right, I mean,
and you got some shit going on with you. You know what I'm saying? And are you willing to disclose that early into to let her know what she's walking into?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
I have to. I tell on myself I fucking
You
cheat,
do not
so.
tell these bitches how weird you are. The first,
No.
because I've known you for years and I'm still
Yes, the
finding
fuck
out
I
weird
do.
shit about you, motherfucker. So I knew, no, hell no.
Hey,
Said I'm weird. Nigga, I told you I'm weird.
you just can't.
Dub said he
tell him
part of the
I
eat a booty
say I'm-
gang. See?
I tell him I'm
Says
random.
also too.
Okay, what levels are we talking about?
Like, I'm not gonna like come out and tell you all my financial difficulty. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
right.
my, now if it's just like some shit that's going on at the time, but you
Eat a
know,
booty gang.
like if y'all start talking, start hanging out and all that stuff, like you start to get the vibe of how they are mentally. So you're gonna know if they're gonna open up all the time to you or if it's just gonna be a little bit. That's your decision. You have to decide if you want to have you need to tell me about your whole life now, or hey, it's cool. You've been through some shit. I've been through some shit.
We gonna make it work.
We're gonna slowly make this work together.
These all sound good, but how many of these conversations are actually happening?
I say mine's happened. Mine happened.
mine's
like,
happening right now.
mine's happened on. It wasn't like the second date or anything.
Was this the get out chick?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hell no. It's the girl that I'm with now. Like it took like a good couple months, but like she told me like, for one, she told me like I can't even fully know if I can trust you because I've been through so many other bullshit with like
I get that.
with everything across the world and shit. I'm like, I understand that. If you want to talk about it, feel free at any time. I ain't got no problem with that because I'm the type that listen.
I gotta ask this question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I need to know. So you said it took you about a good 5 months to break through. In that 5 months, did you get the pussy?
I did.
Okay,
He looked
that's
away.
okay. I need to know because that changes shit. That changes shit. Like, okay, I'm willing to deal with your bullshit. Like we were talking about this shit on my show the other day. I'm willing to deal with your bullshit if you got some good pussy or you got some good head. I'm willing to deal with your bullshit for a little while
'Cause
longer.
I'm gonna take that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it for a little while. You know, but I'm saying, can any man in here, or even the ladies that are in the building, can you really say that you'll wait if a man is like really making you wait 5 months to really get in his head and really like kind of open up to you, and he ain't giving you no dick, ain't eating no pussy, no nothing, she ain't sucking no dick, she ain't giving you no pussy. Can you really say that you will be fully invested in that?
It depends on. I feel like it depends on the conversation.
Yes, that's my
You're
point.
definitely gonna lie if you say yeah, because it come on, we're men here.
Well,
Even the women.
if you ain't
Hold
got
on,
no-
even
Hey,
the women.
women savage, bro. Women savage, bro.
But what you're saying
We're
is
friends right now.
5 months.
That's what it feels like.
You
Nothing
haven't
wrong with
opened up.
Man, if we just
There's
friends,
no
I'm out.
intimacy.
No intimacy.
There's no real communication.
None.
All right, well, stop being her sugar daddy.
Goddamn,
That's
that's
about what you are.
Like,
That's about what you
it
are.
It depends on
So,
what's
like-
all going on. Because like if you chipping away at something and you ain't doing all the extras, it could take that long.
That's why you ask up front.
No,
regardless.
hold on.
Listen,
Time to
listen,
fuck out.
What?
Time to fuck
I'm
out.
talking about if you ain't
Time
doing
the
nothing
fuck
extra,
out.
like y'all ain't going out, like
Nah,
y'all ain't
unless
going
I
out
live in a
like
whole
that.
different state, and we just can't make it happen.
But y'all talking.
There's no way that I ain't got the pussy. I ain't at least sucked on some titties or something. Okay?
That's
No,
true, yes.
hell no.
Hell
In
yeah.
5 fucking months, you ain't made time.
That's why I said it
You ain't
depends on
made
what's
time to
going
slide
on.
the knob not one fucking time in 5
In
fucking
5
months.
and
I
it's
ain't seen a
damn
stitch of
straight.
pussy in 5 months. And you, no, hell
Hell
no.
no.
I ain't even gonna say that for females. I know females and they gonna wait 5 months. Okay, and you ain't ate no
He
pussy.
definitely
You ain't sucked on no nipple,
I
no
don't
nothing.
even know if I'm
And
waiting 5 days.
Yeah.
Fuck, 5 minutes. Goddamn, give me the pussy.
Look,
I'm holding
we know
Fuck,
up
what
here.
the
It
fuck?
don't take that long.
We don't
It
have-
No, it don't.
take
It
that
don't
long.
take that long. It don't take that long. But I'm
I'm
saying
be out here, son.
it could be
I need
like that.
But what I'm saying is, if a woman is making you wait that long to get some as a man, because we're born. I tell people all the time, black men, we are born paranoid. Okay, we are born. Everything makes us paranoid. So I'm now thinking, what the fuck is it that's making her not give me no pussy for this 5 months? I need to understand what the fuck is going
I
on.
know I'm
You know what I'm
blessed
saying?
downstairs. So
Right.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? So I need to know. So that's what I'm. So if you're not, there's a reason. Ain't nobody making nobody wait 5 months for no goddamn pussy or no dick. Okay, this ain't high school. Okay, I don't know what
Not
the
even
fuck.
in high school. The fuck they be giving up easy now.
Nah, high school.
Not back when I was in high school. See, you was just in high school last week, so
Hey,
that changes shit.
He just
That changes
graduated.
shit.
Hold on,
Okay, I was in high
last
school in the
week, man.
90s. Okay, I was in high school in the 90s. In the 90s, pussy wasn't that easy to get. You thought you had to work. It probably was. We just didn't know what the fuck we was doing. Okay, but that shit wasn't out there like it is now. You felt you had to work for some shit. Pussy was like the holy grail. You know what I'm saying? When you got that shit, see now you can just go. You can inbox a bitch. Hey, you wanna fuck tonight? Yes. Okay.
I'm sure
All
I'm
right.
down.
What
for
time you
once.
free? What time them badass kids gonna go to bed? You know what I'm saying? Now the shit ain't that hard, but no, fuck that. You making me wait 5 months? I need to understand what the
Remember
fuck
the
is going on.
box? Remember the McTop box?
Okay, hold on. I'm about to throw something out there. We got hold on. We got 2 ladies in the room. Oh yeah. No, it's 2 ladies in the room. Have either one of y'all made a man wait 5 months for some pussy?
What? I mean,
What?
it's different levels.
No. It's a yes or a no
What?
question. It's either
It's
woman
definitely a
in
yes.
it.
It's definitely a yes.
You made somebody, but hold on, y'all was actively courting. It ain't just like somebody that pop in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, every once in a while, that kind of shit. I'm talking about somebody that you was actively dating and courting. Have you ever made them wait 5 months for some pussy?
What I'm saying is different levels to life. That's what I was saying. So yes, of course, when you're younger, but then you get
And you're
older,
adult. Okay, let's say in your
Oh,
adult
you're
age.
adult.
Are you our age? You're our age, ain't you?
Yeah, I am.
That's why the fuck they waited.
Exactly. When we was younger, you thought you were supposed to wait. Like when you was in high school, sucking dick and eating pussy was taboo. You never. That was the thing. You ain't. This is like I ain't sucking no dick. Like, now they sucking it. They suck dick for sport now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They on the phone sucking dick.
You know what I'm saying? I learned this new shit. I'm about to try on you as soon as I get home. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited.
See? That's my point. So it's different levels of this shit depending on your age bracket. But these days, even the women in the comments, everybody's saying no. You're not making nobody, because first of all, you're not buying no goddamn car without test driving it first. I'm not about to invest all this time in a relationship and the pussy is whack. Okay, and the head is even worse. No, fuck that. I need to know up front what the fuck I'm pulling off the lot with. Okay, because if I'm pulling off the lot with a goddamn jalopy, I need to understand what the fuck I'm working with. I need to understand that this bitch ain't gonna be around for a while. It's gonna be on the side of the freeway with 30-day tags on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Use it for what it's worth.
Exactly. Okay, get me from point A to point B. Point A is horny. Point B is bust his nut. Okay,
And I'm going to sleep or I'm doing something else, but I gotta go.
that's sleeping over here. Son, okay. Okay. Huh?
You'll be mad.
You said
You
what?
want me to answer?
Yes,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want me to? Okay.
Come on.
I ain't getting mad for shit.
All right.
Be careful what comes out your mouth.
I ain't saying them.
Go
Me
ahead.
too.
Go ahead.
Me too. But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all just easy. Y'all give up the dick for free.
No.
Just easy. Y'all so easy. It just seems like it's easy
No.
because y'all
Go ahead
so
and
ready to
continue.
fuck.
Go ahead and continue.
That's what it seems like. Niggas always ready to fuck, just giving it up.
But no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You telling me that because a girl lets them make somebody wait 5 months, that's wrong. And
Yes.
you talk about you
Yes.
wanna y'all
Yes.
wanna
I just
test drive it and all that stuff,
Yes.
right? So first off, you're looking at a woman as a car.
What's your point?
What do we be with that?
Do you have a point?
Yeah, I got.
Are
a
you
point.
approaching that point?
Yeah.
Get my number from Timbuktu and you can text me the point when you get it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are you done? Because are you done? First off, yes, absolutely. Okay. Yes, I am not about to invest any time in any woman that cannot satisfy me sexually. That's just it. Okay. And I need to know that up front. Because
What
when I
about
say
the women, if
anytime,
you got a small penis and you can't come, you can't hold it.
do you understand
You
that they
understand
call
what I'm
me
saying?
grade A
Quickie,
Lex? Do you know that I am the?
Quickie
You have
City.
obviously never
You
watched the
ain't
Lex
got
Vegas
little
show.
penis,
I am the
go
vagina
quick.
finder. If
Pussy
I pull
might
out
be
my
so
dick
good,
right now,
you
this whole
pussy
room gonna
ass.
go black. What the fuck is we talking about? What the fuck?
gotta get
Obviously, get these new people up out of here, Tim. Obviously, she ain't paying no attention to what's been going. Mr. AK, go ahead and hit the button.
Stop it.
AKA.
Just gave you the knowledge, huh? Yes, I saw them donuts. That's why I ain't fuck. That's why they still in the box.
She said you would be mad about that.
Shit. He called them donuts white people.
It's not just men's conversation, and y'all ain't got no women opinion nowhere.
That's why it's the men's God damn,
Y'all
you
need
just said
some
it.
women.
This is
We
the
got
men's conversation, but ain't no
We got
women's.
one. We got one.
Ain't this go ahead, Josh, because
nobody's saying waiting 5 months is wrong, especially if
I'm saying it's wrong. Don't say nobody because I am.
Hold on.
Maybe
There's a
like 2 or
connection.
3 weeks.
There has to be a connection there for you to stay in there that long,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, you said no communication,
But
no
like
anything.
if there's nothing there,
We friends.
right?
Let him
If
finish, let him
there's nothing there. If there's no communication, there's no talking, there's no this. I'm just out here just trying to figure it out. Then yeah, I'm moving on. But if there's some kind of connection there, if I see something in you, I'm willing to wait as long as you're willing to wait to get there. Because maybe you're not comfortable fully. I'm not about to force you into no situation. I'm gonna have to work with you to get there. But eventually we're gonna have to get there to get to your point.
Women are sneakier than us, though.
Whole nother topic, bro. Whole
Hey,
nother
hey,
topic. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't got that kind of time. we ain't got that kind of time.
But what he's saying is exactly what I'm saying. Like if we wait 5 months, and it's that type of level of understanding what's going on, I don't think that's too outrageous.
Right.
That Carlton shit might work for y'all, but no.
Okay.
It ain't about that.
Hold on.
It ain't about that because I'm not gonna wait if it ain't worth it. I mean, you
How
gotta
do know it's
understand.
worth it?
That's what I said. It has to be some kind of connection.
That's
there.
subjective. That's subjective.
You gotta have
To what?
some kind of connection.
To what the fuck I want.
That's that beginning conversation.
So have you ever? And I'm asking a question. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with either one. But have you ever gone that long without getting physical with a woman and still felt that connection?
If we that tight,
I
no.
didn't say if. I said have you.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like from beginning.
Have you? I'm talking about from the beginning. Have you, like, we'll say the 5 month period, like y'all ain't got physical now one motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't had deep conversations and everything, and you feel like there's a connection there. So without the physicality, you still made it that 5 months.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't because it's just not. It's not me. I won't say
Even the young boy.
I'm gonna say I can't.
Somebody
Because,
else.
I'm gonna say I can't because me knowing myself, I already know I have a high sex drive. I'm ready to go whenever I can go.
I ain't about to do that much jacking off over 5 months.
I'm
just
not.
like,
I can't do that.
Now,
No,
with that being said,
That
who said that you
medicated,
ain't messing with
lotion is
whatever?
expensive as fuck. Okay, that shit is expensive as fuck. I ain't about to know. Hell no.
I can't.
But, I mean-
I never had to wait 5 months.
I ain't never had to even wait.
So I can't.
I ain't never had to wait a month. I never had to wait a
Not in the
month.
beginning.
I never had to wait a month. I'm sorry. Can't
Not in
do
the
it.
beginning. No.
It's a yes for me. Yes, it has happened. But once we got into the relationship, once we got into the relationship, that 5 months, you were just telling me what I wanted to hear, and it didn't work out.
Pussy was trash.
That's my point. That's my point. Now you wait that whole 5 months.
But
You
we
wait that
got
whole
there.
5 months and you get the pussy and that shit is garbino.
That's
Now what?
That's like
Now what?
That's like
You
going
done
to go see
wasted
a
5
movie.
minutes of your goddamn life.
That's
You done
like
wasted
a
5
movie.
minutes of your goddamn life because you are not staying
But
with this
again-
bitch
but
and her
again-
pussy is trash. You not staying.
That 5 month lead
I
up,
don't
you
care
were
what
just
kind of
telling me what I
connection we
wanted
got.
to hear so I could stay in it. Right? Like you told me what I wanted to hear. Like, okay, you're telling me what I'm looking for. You're telling me like, yo, this is what it is.
Even the females, they say 5 months is a long goddamn time.
Long ass
Females
time.
ain't waiting 5 months.
And like you said, once we got to that point, it was like, okay, you lied about a lot.
Now where do you go from there? But I'm saying you done wasted 5 months of your fucking life. Because you're not about to, because she's not gonna stay with you if the dick is trash.
Look, it's
She's
not a
not
waste.
staying, or
She
she got,
pussy
or
was
she got
trash in
big,
the first
or she
place.
got big Dick Daryl around the corner and shit. Yeah,
One or the other.
you about to get me with them shenanigans.
Is she
Oh,
coachable?
Fuck that.
Okay, is she coachable though? Because
Hold the fuck
That's
up.
some true shit though.
Name one woman that's coachable.
No, fuck
Name
me,
one woman.
dude. I'm 23. I don't care. I'm not about to teach you how to ride. If you don't know how to do it, get the fuck off. I'm about to go find somebody else that can.
Damn, you're
No.
23, dog.
Hey,
So
that
that's
boy
not
savage.
working. I'm sorry, that's not
Oh,
my
your
style.
girl,
I'm not
girl
savage
is
over
nervous as a
there.
motherfucker right now.
I'm not
This girl nervous as fuck for him to come on right now and shit. Cause you kind of aggressive, bro.
I'm not
I'm
teaching.
savage
I'm sorry.
right there.
I'm
Holy
not teaching.
shit.
I'm not teaching shit. I'm
I'm
coming
with
to
you.
have fun. I'm not coming to fucking teach. This ain't school. What the fuck? No.
Hey, my brother, if you ain't ready to play, get off my team.
Exactly.
Right.
If you ain't
Right.
ready-
This
if
is
you ain't ready to come
this is is varsity right here. This is varsity. They teach you how to play on the JV level. You know what I'm saying? This is varsity. We about to hit the pros.
Like you see,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
with, you see everybody with tennis shoes on. If you come out here wearing Crocs, then go fuck home.
Exactly. I'm with it. I like that. I like that. The young boy that gave y'all the knowledge right there.
23 Savage.
Everybody out here with tennis shoes on. You show up with Crocs. Go home, bitch.
23
Okay.
Savage over there. Boy's a monster.
That boy 23.
Do that. I'm sorry. That's just that.
He's like,
I
I'm a
feel like
monster,
I'm being disrespected at that point. Like, I gotta sit here. I'm trying to sit here enjoy my good loving time for the good. Hopefully, I would like the whole good 45 to an hour, and you over here telling me I need
See,
to teach
that's that young
good?
shit. That's that young shit right now. He got a time limit. He got a time limit. He said 45 to an hour. You got to however many pumps I got until this bitch shoot the fuck off. That's your goddamn time limit. He said 45 to an hour. You got to, by the time I stick it in, hey, you on a time limit. How many pumps go in? Shit. Hey, that's that young fucking right there. Shit. You gonna grow out of that shit real fucking quick. You gonna grow out of that shit. You trying to get into wrestling and shit, your back about to be all fucking knees about to be all fucked up. You that 45 gonna turn into 20 real goddamn quick. Shit. 45 minutes to an hour. Shit. And an hour from now, we both sitting here trying to catch our breath, trying to see who gonna go get snacks. Okay.
Hey, that boy Ric Flair out here.
We're gonna go get the water. Okay.
That boy Ric Flair out here.
Right.
60-minute fan.
That boy Space Mountain over there. That boy Space Mountain. It's a merry-go-round over here right now. Shit. We going around, up and down, around, up and down. That's about all we got. Okay. Hold on. Now this was kind of deep though. How do we feel as men about women who want to use artificial insemination? That was one of them on here. So if you
pregnant,
she can get pregnant.
You get pregnant.
But you ain't been getting her pregnant. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with your soldiers. They just not marching to her drum. I don't know. But like your soldiers is marching well. She can still get pregnant, but for whatever reason, y'all can't make it happen.
So
which I never understand in the first place.
So she want another nigga baby.
She wants a baby, and you can't give her one, so she's willing to take some
Another
sperm
nigga
from
baby.
somebody else. How does that make you feel as a man?
Slow down, Tito. Damn.
But I get it, because my thing is this: how does that happen? How do people have to try to get pregnant? I know if you go out and fuck the rat from fucking Pearl Road right now, you end up with triplets after the first fucking pump. You know what I'm saying? But y'all been trying to get pregnant for 6 months and you can't get. I don't understand.
God trying to tell you something.
I understand that it happens. I just don't understand how.
Does the female already have a child, or they're just looking for a whole fresh one?
She wants a baby. Period. She doesn't have one.
Don't matter.
Okay, so I took
like
classes and shit about this. Some women aren't. You can say they're capable and everything, but until you go see the doctor saying no, this can happen, or something just going wrong with somebody's ship,
But that's what. So your woman, how would you feel as a man? I guess the question is, how would you feel as a man if you and your girl wants a baby, you cool with it? You say, okay, I'll give you a baby. Y'all been trying. She just getting pregnant, and then she comes to you and says, well, what if we try another man's sperm? How does that make you feel as a man?
in my head,
that's a weird ask.
Yeah,
it is. It's a very weird ask.
And then when the baby's here, I started gonna feel like in my head, like it's not mine.
See, in their head, they're cool
like
with it because they're just looking at the baby.
It's
they
look
want
like
the baby
across the street.
Right.
That's why I said I'm gone. It's either slow down, T.O. damn, or I'm gone.
I don't know. That's a weird ass, man. I don't know.
Would you feel less of a man if a woman
came?
If your woman came to you and said, we've been trying to get pregnant, it's not working. Timbuktu got 12 kids, so he fertile as fuck. So now you about to have a baby that look like this motherfucker.
I'll be questioning myself.
Because it's gonna
It's not a bad face to look like if you ask me.
I don't need no more kids. It's got 12. We can't take it. So yeah, we grab one of them little things. So put that bitch up for adoption.
Would you be cool with it? Would you be cool with it? Oh, okay, my bad.
Like, listen, if that baby ain't all mine, it ain't gonna be all yours either. So we just have to go to adoption agency because those kids need love too. And we ain't having no more Timbuktus. Fuck that shit.
Hold on, man. Hold on. What you mean?
Tim, hey man, it was just an example, man. I ain't gonna keep using my name.
Because here's the father that didn't have. I'd be going after him for child support. It's legal. No, it can happen. Look this shit up.
I know that's the fucked up part about it. That's why I started laughing.
You know what? You want to
That's
go have
fucked up.
another man's baby? I'm gonna get paid for you having that other man's baby.
Again, that's why Ohio is
I gotta raise a little badass nigga too, goddammit.
It's our son.
I just saying, like, yo, you want to? That's telling me that, like, I don't know. Maybe she wants to go through that experience of being a mother and all that stuff and feeling childbirth. That might be a whole different topic, but we ain't like, nah.
I think there's something else to the relationship if that's the ask. Like,
Yeah,
there's something else in the
Wait a
relationship.
minute, you not hold a cup of hoe?
I'm gonna get back to you on that.
But you can already have somebody lined up ready for it.
We ain't talking about like the clinic,
but see, like we know when we talking about women, like, and there are women who feel like my time is ticking.
Yeah,
and not, but that's where they're at. So you're with a woman and she doesn't have kids, and she like, because women feel like, okay, I'm getting too old, I'm getting to this point, so my biological clock is ticking and all this shit. So y'all been working on it and y'all running out of time. So now she's trying to figure out, okay, I'm running out of time. It ain't working with Rich. So what's another option? You don't want to adopt because she wants a baby of her own. Not of our own.
She loves you.
Of her
she wants
own.
the whole fact of another baby, but by somebody else, but without the.
That's what I said. There's something else relationship.
That's why I said that she a undercover hoe and don't want to fuck somebody else.
This is why I said, like,
what if she just go to the sperm banks?
No, it's not even that, because like you just said, she wants to be of her own, but she ain't thinking of our own. I can't call.
When do they come up?
That's what I'm saying. They don't come to that point. They don't. They just think about themselves when it comes to
that's
that.
a whole her body, her choice thing if she decides to do that. But let me tell you something, bitch. There's a baby formula shortage, and you ain't gonna be able to feed that kid, and I ain't gonna be trying to help you because it
ain't my kid.
It ain't my kid. Like, unless I go into
What
that
the
with
kid
her.
do to you?
Fuck them kids,
Unless
man.
like
You
gotta
want to bring
be on
another one of these little
board as a
assholes
man.
around.
Baby's kid.
My daughter is 12. My youngest daughter is 12, about to be 13. I'm not trying to bring another one of these little assholes around, running around my goddamn house.
And here's another thing. Later on down the line, she gets pissed off. And she gonna be like, well, the kid ain't even yours either, motherfucker. So now you're like, damn.
No, that's a fact.
You just went, I just
That's a
spent
fact.
15 years taking care of a kid, and we got into an argument because I said your spaghetti sucks, and you gonna throw that shit in my face.
And she threw the spaghetti in your face too?
Like, damn, you
With the
couldn't
parm
even
on
get
it?
me pregnant. I had to, you know what I mean? Like, we know some females that like that. You know, and you don't
So
always.
that just tells me I shouldn't have been having kids with you in the first place.
That's something I shouldn't have been with your ass in the first place.
That's what
Let's
I'm saying.
start there.
It's gotta be something-
Fuck
gotta be something
Fuck
in
them
that
kids.
relationship.
But I'm just saying, like, I would not put myself in a situation where if I'm not gonna be comfortable with something being thrown back into my face on the bad side, and I ain't doing it.
I don't even.
That shit hurt too. That shit hurt.
Because now you have this whole mental thing that can mentally
So
destroy
you've had that happen?
Yeah.
But you said it hurts, like you've been through that.
No, like
you've experienced that.
yeah, I was in the whole first year of a child's life, and it was anytime I made a mistake, it was because she wasn't my daughter, not because I was a first time dad type thing.
Right.
And that shit is like, damn, like I'm trying my best for real, and like just because it wasn't to your standard, it's because I just don't care.
That's how niggas get broke.
Yeah. You can
It's
seriously,
like
you can
That's
seriously
how
break
niggas
a
lose
dude
their
down.
mind.
Yeah.
That's how you lose your mind. You can't hear that shit but so many fucking times before you fucking snap.
And that's when
Okay.
he becomes
And then he's a villain. Nah, he's a villain.
Now he's a
Okay,
bad guy.
he's a villain if he don't want to take care of the kid that you birthed that ain't even his. He's a villain.
That's why
Okay,
I'm gone in the first place.
I get it, man. I get it, man. Our sponsor was supposed to call in at 12:30. Man, called. He probably fell
Speaking of
asleep.
sponsorships, man, that UFC gym, Middleburg Heights. Let's go ahead. and
Shout it out, shout it, man.
Look,
New sponsor of the Men's Health Summit, along with TNTL, is going to be.
It's at UFC Gym Middleburg Heights. I'm working there as one of the trainers. I do group classes in all striking, like kickboxing, boxing, all that. We also do daily ultimate training, which is like a circuit training kind of thing. Be available for those and for one-on-one sessions. So if you don't like the group element or you're just trying to work on stuff yourself, you could book a solid appointment with me. We can meet once a week, twice a week, 3 times a month. Don't really matter. It's all about just getting where you need to be. And this is for everybody. So everybody, Redline Radio, everybody out here listening, just hit me up, man. I'll set y'all up with an appointment. Y'all can come in and try before you buy. Come take a look at the facility, see if it's something you want
So you can try the UFC gym before you buy, but you can't try the woman before you. That's what we're saying. We gotta wait 5 months. We gotta wait 5 months, but we can try the
If you get back
UFC
to
gym.
me
So
in
we
5
get it.
months, then get back to
You ain't waiting 5 months for a motherfucker to sign a membership. You like, fuck that motherfucker. You know? Exactly.
There's more people coming through the door, though.
Baby.
All right. If you go to that gym for 5
And that's what I was saying. Like in that 5 months, if you doing something with somebody
Right.
else,
You
that
ain't
5
going,
months
you
ain't
ain't
gonna feel
going
like
in the
that.
gym but waiting 5 months before you can hit the goddamn bag. Okay, you ain't waiting 5 months to punch the goddamn
If
bag.
you taking that precaution, like, that's on you. But there's more people coming through the door. But no, man, it's there for y'all to take full advantage of, man. That's what it is.
Oh man! So before we get up out of here, real quick, I just want to go around and we'll start with Josh since you were already talking about the UFC. Just shout out your socials if anybody want to follow you. If anybody, I ask in every summit, whether it's the men's summit, whether it's the women's summit, I ask that the members of the summit kind of make themselves available for anybody that may want to, just talk like behind. Some people aren't comfortable in the group setting or comfortable, talking like while the cameras are on or where the mics was on. So if just shout out your socials, where they can find you, your Facebooks, your Instagram, who your mom and them, all that. So we'll start with Josh.
Yeah, on Instagram, I'm at Strike King KJE. So it's like striking, but just split it out. KJE. On Facebook, just Josh E. Robinson, because there's two of us. And we kind of look alike, so make sure you type the E first.
Two bean head ass,
right, man? It's crazy. We live in Chicago. You're a wrestler too. Like, it's just real weird. Also, you can reach me on my other Instagram, which is for my clothing line, Relentless T Co, like TE, like the T-shirt, Relentless T Co. Y'all can reach me on there. We got some new stuff coming out for the summer. Finally, guys, I got us some tank top, like reversible basketball jerseys, because before we couldn't get no tank tops for guys, but I figured it out. So we're gonna rock with those this summer. And then just, whenever y'all need to, man, just reach out, man, because I'm here. Like,
okay. Yeah. What about you, Rich?
Well, you can find me. I do Twitch. I stream a lot of that shit. Grim Death 81. You can look that up. Find me. Richard Kent. You can look that up and find me on Facebook. Anything. You see my face on here, so it might be an ugly mug, but goddamn it, you gonna remember me. No, if anybody need to talk, anybody, I may need to talk, but I do shut down and I don't say shit. You know that. That's why I think that's kind of what sets me apart from everybody else, because I'm not really willing. Maybe I'm not ready. I don't know what the fuck it is yet, but I don't want to put everything, all my feelings out there. I'll tell you the situation, but don't ask to get inside my head, because I got many voices.
That's a strange place in that.
Yes,
it's a strange place in that.
But that's how you can reach me, and if anybody need anything, I'm there for you.
So there you go. FAP.
Yeah,
I got just the two, Brad Xavier on Facebook and Austin Mega Championship Wrestling on Facebook. Don't hit me up because I don't want to hear your problems.
At least be honest. That's the motherfucker that you don't want to talk to. Okay, at least be honest.
Like, unless you want to hear what I truly think of your problems, don't hit me up with them, because I'll be telling you the shit you don't want to hear.
That's the shit people need to hear.
Like, hey, go smash.
No, you know the way I
it.
say it, I can't help
your girl ain't acting up, go smash something. Okay, that's it. Your girl ain't up, go find you something.
New pussy.
I'll give you bad advice.
You want some bad advice? Hit up Brandon.
Yeah, hit me up for bad advice.
Or watch the Lex Vegas show.
Yeah.
I'm always giving bad advice on my shit.
Mr. AKA
will give you the worst advice ever. Tay!
23 Savage.
23 Savage. Y'all can't see Tay. He looked just like the motherfucker from Get Out too. So that's the thing.
No cap.
I'm trying to figure out if he actually been in them, because he looked just like this motherfucker. He was traumatized the whole time we were talking about that shit.
We need the T-cut.
Right, so it's funny you say that, because I'm trying to do modeling acting too. So that's funny.
Plug it, baby. Plug it.
So what I will say is, like, you can see me on Instagram, Tay Hood, 1998. That's where I was born.
1998.
If you're female, please, I ask if you please just say hi. Don't add no extra. Don't say you're cute. I have a woman who is not afraid to speak out.
She's gonna put them hands on you. He
wasn't afraid of his girl whooping his ass and anybody else's. He like, look, baby, I told them bitches on the goddamn show.
I don't know her.
Not to say nothing,
So what that tells you is that 5 month wait was worth it.
He living through shit.
I'm a nice person, so me being a nice person stuff, a lot of things might slip my mind and shit, because I'm just that nice. I don't think nothing of it. I don't think of like women trying to get with me and shit, because I'm only stuck on one anyway. So it's just me. So you can say, oh, you can do that. Thanks. But how was your day going?
They didn't really see you put the thumbs up, but
it's like I'm just saying, like shit, like thank you, like everything.
Keep moving,
like,
keep moving. You get us both killed. You better keep moving.
Exactly.
But where can they find you, baby?
You can find me on the corner of. You can follow me on Redline Radio every Tuesday, 6 to 8 on Timbuck Tuesday. If you can't get that, then you can find me on Instagram at Timbuck2, as you see it spelled _31 on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's actually my name, Tim Washington. That's where the buck come from. And 2, because I'm a junior. So Timothy Washington Jr.
All right. And of course, I'm your boy Lex Vegas, man. Y'all know where to find me, man. Lex Vegas on Facebook. Lex Taught Me on Instagram. You can find me at your baby mama house sometimes, you know, but on Thursdays, you'll find me right here on Redline Radio with the Lex Vegas show every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, shooting my shenanigans with whoever guests. Keep in mind that this week on the Lex Vegas show, the 19th, we will be celebrating my birthday. Okay, my birthday's Friday, but we're going to be celebrating it on Thursday. We got a comedy roast coming up. They're going to come up. They're going to roast me for my birthday. We're going to have a real good time. Yeah, we have a real good time.
Roast now.
Fuck you. Okay.
Let me get in on this roast now.
We want to appreciate everybody that's been in the comments with us, you know what I'm saying, rocking with us. It's been a hell of a show. It's been real funny. We even thank the ladies that sat in and were real good sports and everything, even though the one, she mad as fuck, she in the corner and shit. She said shit since she came over down the mic. She in the corner like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I got to shout out. I know y'all going to hate it, but I'm going to shout out, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, because that was my motherfucking dude. And we're going to see y'all next time. Fade us out, Buck.